I never did the mic check. La la la. Okay. Thought I did the mic check. That was wrong. All right. All right. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I am your host. We're going to chat. We're going to talk and hang and chill and try to have a good time. We're going to be doing some housing visits over in the EU and the US as usual. We have a big lineup this week. We got 18 places we'll be looking at, up from the usual 15, because I just want to test my staminas and see how that goes. So I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know how your weekend was. 4th of July came and went. What did I do? We had another round of chicken and fries and a lot of anime. So we were just chilling, just me and Dee. We were really on the fence about what to do, because like for the first half of the day we were hanging with friends. We were doing this thing. So let me describe this. So she and I, we met up with two friends at this, it's this place called a restaurant. And at these places, it's not just you and your immediate, significant other, you're actually with other people. And so while you're eating, you're talking with these other people, and it's kind of foreign to me. And then after that, we went to a house that was not ours, right? And I sat on, like, not my couch, and I was still talking with these people, and so, like, that was quite the experience for me. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Then we got chicken and fries. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so we were pretty tired by then, and at first I was like, okay, maybe we'll do steaks and all that, but then we decided, because it was already like mid-afternoon, we're like, I don't think we got time for all that stuff. Let's just do that stuff. So it was just very chill for us, and then that was kind of it. So as for like fireworks and all that, like there's a lot of fireworks that happen to go off over here. I love on the east side of town, if that makes any sense. And over here on the east side of town, things are just kind of like ratchety. And so like everyone's shooting off fireworks and everyone else is just making sure that their house doesn't catch on fire. So that was kind of us. But it was fun. It was fun. We had a good time. Let's say hi to people real quick. What is up to Falcor? You're the first person to say hi. Hey. What's up? What's up to Ravens and Puddle Jumper and Savitar and Kaisho and Hazelnut? What's up to Arcadius, Mashutski, Just Maribel, Susan Groves, to Malvenu and Valerian, Roxana and Sherry. Hello to Miss Cenobite, to Edge of Maybe and Dorian, to Boomer, and I Hate Making User ID. By the way, thanks for subscribing. Also, thanks to Malvenu from last week for the Big Five. I don't think I said anything, which makes me evil. And so the best I can do is be like, okay, thanks. What's up to Iris? Hello to Emo Girly and Zabrik, and of course, the rest of y'all, the beautiful digital smiling faces of Jones throughout the day. And again, I hope everyone's doing well, that y'all had a safe holiday weekend. And if you don't celebrate the 4th of July, it's all right. Didn't miss much. Anyway, okay, so I was taking care of like profession-y stuff. Just want to take care of like some of my main things. It's funny how like every couple of days, like that's when the orders are good, and then every other day the orders are big doo-doo, or it's mostly doo-doo. Like sometimes you get lucky, right? So you're kind of compelled to at least check back in every now and then to be like, okay, am I going to be surprised? Nope, I'm not going to be surprised. But you know what? Sometimes it'll work out pretty good. I was in the middle of, no, that's a tough thing for me. Like I try to, listen in, because while you guys don't hear the alerts, I do. And so I try to remember in the back of my head, I'm like, all right, visit's done. We're doing the in-between where I do a little bit of banter and all that. And then that's the time to thank folks. Hey, so that's the time to do it. And but sometimes I forget, and I gotta work on that. So bugger to me. It was your husband's birthday on the 4th. I baked a German chocolate cake, and we went, oh, German chocolate cake. That's one of my favorites. I have many favorites. So, what should there be cynical about? So, for those who keep track of industry stuff, Microsoft had laid off, or is in the process of laying off a whole bunch of its staff. So they're cutting, they're cutting staff here and there. They did some immediate cuts yesterday. They're going to do more over the course of several months, and they're also not shutting down studios, but they're basically telling studios, "Hey, you can be independent now. We're just, and I'm sure in the background, this has been like, this has been in the works, and so you have a number of studios. I think there's at least four studios that are breaking away and becoming their own thing again. They're becoming free agents, right? So to like do their thing or get slurped up by some other billionaire, trillionaire company or whatever like that. And so, fortunately, Blizzard has been largely unaffected, according to reports. There wasn't any like significant cuts, and part of it may have been due to a whole bunch of teams in the Blizzard crew they unionized. So it's harder to hit those folks than it is for ununionized segments within the company. So yay. But who knows what's going to happen like later, and it just kind of underlines like the whole state of the gaming industry as a whole. It's rough out there. You have these folks that are they're specialists in their field, and they put a lot of dedication and work into their craft. But for the most part, the way I kind of look at it, folks in the game industry, they're treated like construction workers, where when the job's done, they just chop everyone off. Like, all right, cool, built, the thing's built, bye, and like that's it. And we had this period of, I think we're still in this period of folks who are trying to find, and by folks I'm talking about these companies, they're trying to find their golden egg, as in, let me find that live service game that's going to be like the next WoW, the next Fortnite, the next League of Legends, or something like that, and we'll make it like really big. And that doesn't work out. Whether you're like a smaller developer or if you're a AAA, monster, it's just like kind of a crapshoot. But it sucks because, the suits are like, oh yeah, let's just do this and do this and do this. Cool, let's make it happen. And then the people, down line, they're like, they're doing the actual work, and it sucks for those folks. I've been out of that game for a long time now, but I still have a lot of empathy for game dev. The people who are really making that stuff happen. So whenever stuff like that happens, it drags me down a bit. But of course, at the end of the day, the planet keeps moving, and so we got to eke out like the little bits of happiness that we can share together. So here I am, yay! Bethesda took a big hit, and so you got to think of like what's going to happen with what are they making? Not a Baldur's Gate. It's the big one. It's not Skyrim. It's the Elder Scrolls game. So you got to think of like, okay, what's going to happen with games like that in the future? What's going to happen with Elder Scrolls Online, which took a hit there too. So, have I played the PTR? Yeah. Well, I haven't played it. There aren't like a lot of like systems really these days to have to like break down and understand. A lot of these are self-explanatory, and even creating guides, they're basically big spoiler alerts as to like, all right, folks, here's what your experience is going to be like, and then you can decide if that's going to be for you or something like that. So it's kind of like doing a movie review, but you're pretty much given the whole synopsis of how the whole movie is going to play out. And then the user can decide to consume or not, and that can come off kind of weird. So, that's kind of how that goes. I have a complaint when leveling a crafter like a blacksmith. Why is all the gear we learn to make the new content only usable by the highest level of said content, like all the gear I can make for as low as level 90? Wouldn't it be better if it could be used while you're leveling up? The weird thing about crafting while leveling these days is that you're done hella fast. That's really the long and short of it. You're just done already. And so by the time so crafting while it's, hey, it's a break from the action. Let me craft some cool stuff so I can like keep leveling. But then if leveling is really fast already, I feel like it takes away that whole value from crafting in the first place. So like here, where's the stuff that I can make? So there's some beginner stuff that I know that I can make. Blacksmith. Not that stuff. It is. I know there's is there nothing now? Oh, here we go. Blood temper stuff. So level 81. Okay, cool. Level 90. Like a couple of these are like in the level in like, you know, leveling gear. So I think it's like what, 2 things, 3 things? 3 things that you can make while leveling, or at least at the start of your experience, and then the rest is max level. Why? I think it's because, and it's probably a data-driven decision. Blizzard's like, no one's gonna do it. You know, when we did it before, no one cared. So let's just make a little bit for folks and just leave it at that, and like that's it. So yeah. Are they still not showing the new house exteriors on the Peter? Unless some people manage to have their levels preserved, you have to level up manually on the PTR, and I ain't doing that shit. Crazy. If anything, the house exteriors, like, they're just, well, okay, I don't know what they look like. I'm sure they've been data mined. I wouldn't be surprised. What's up, Sonata? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they've been data mined already. So I think maybe try one of them and see what well, then again, I'm sure if it was data mined, we would have seen pictures of it already. So maybe it isn't quite in yet. Because we have seen some other data mine stuff of like large buildings that are in the neighborhood, I think. But like that was about it. Don't think the data files. Oh, I'm not even aware of pink boxes. The only thing that I remember seeing are the artisan rooms, and those aren't linked to anything either, as far as I know, or they're giga encrypted. But we'll see. We still have plenty of time until we still have over a month until 12.1 launches. So there's lots to look forward to, I think. There better be. I better see like a surprise. Oh, you know, transmog has the core. Surprise. And then I'd lose my mind, but doubt it. I doubt it. Let's see. Let's do other stuff. Can I repair my weapon yet? That's the real question of the day. Am I almost there? I think I'm almost there. I just need to do that and then do a sword, because, well, I guess I need to technically do an axe as well, in case the next season I need to repair an axe or whatever. And I'm sure I can craft it too for people who really want it. Let's see, blacksmith. Oh no, I got it. Yeah, I can repair my weapon. So what's gonna be next? It's gonna be let's see, I can go down there. I gotta get 10 points, long blades, and then 5 points, and then, okay, so I might be able to do this by the time the next season starts, or by the time the patch comes in. Yeah, so I'm not too worried, but at least I can repair stuff now. Yeah. Elriel, hey, what's up? Happy morning to you and yours and to everyone else too. All right, so for the first time in a while, I went to the gym on a weekday, and so that's one of several things that I'm trying to do before BlizzCon. I'm trying to, you know, get in somewhat better shape, or at least have like, you know, improve my cardios and all that, because hey, when BlizzCon rolls around, it's gonna be a lot of walking around, a lot of standing, and all that. It was funny. I was talking with my mom, and she knows a little bit about what I do. And so I was telling her about like, oh yeah, something like I don't know if I'm going to be doing a meet and greet or whatnot. You know, that's set up by Blizzard or whatever. She's like, oh, you should. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. And I was sharing with her my anxiety over the possibility, or the fear, I should say, the fear of like showing up to these Q&As and I'm standing there at the table and like no one shows up, and then I'll feel like the loneliest, smallest puppy that everyone's walking by, and I'll feel terrible. And then my mom, she's trying to beat confidence into me. You know, she was trying to be encouraging. I get it. But she was doing it in her way. And so we just fought. We were just arguing back and forth. And in the end, I was like, yo, you know what? When you just want to bitch out and blah, 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 and you just don't want me to say anything and just listen, this is one of those times. It's your turn. Okay? She's like, okay, all right. But that is one of those, that is one of those fears I have. Okay, let me switch over. And so that's why I don't do it. But then my mom, she pointed out something good and smart. She's like, you know, I know that you say, oh yeah, go ahead and find me on the floor. You know, find me on the con floor if you want to like say hi. Some people are skittish too, dude. Some people are gonna be like, oh, I want to, and people have said this to me later on too. They're like, oh, I wanted to go up to you, but you looked busy, or you were like walking somewhere, and I don't want to stop you, and blah blah blah. And so I'm like, good point. But still, Mom. And then she was like, I'll go, should I go there with you? Do you want me to stand with you? I'm like, it would help, but no. Oh, man. It was a funny conversation, though. What if too many people want to chat? I've seen what happens when too many people want to chat. I forget which year it was. But I was like, I was walking around and I was like, oh, the meet and greet's over, you know, and I wanted to like at least say what's up to some of the other creators real quick. Most of them cleared, or just about all of them cleared out, except for one. There's this big old line that extended, I'd say no less than 100 feet. And then in the front of the line was Talias and Nevital. And I was like to my friends, I'm like, fucking typical. So I'm like, I just, so being a dick, I just walked right up to them. And I'm just like, look at you guys, what a fire hazard. And then I just did a quick hi with them. And then Mr. GM came by too. And I was like, dude, look at these guys holding, you know, I was just ribbing them. You know, having a couple of laughs. It was funny. It was funny. But that's what happens when there are too many people. Then you just keep going. You just don't stop. I've walked into other Q&As too. Or not Q&As, I'm sorry. I've walked into other meet and greets too, and I wasn't participating. But then I would go in and then I would see some people, you know, my counterparts, fellow creators and stuff, and they would be at the empty table, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. No way. I wouldn't be able to mentally hold myself together. I would just break down and cry or something like that. Maribel is first. M-E-R-R-I. Right. Yeah, what if too many people want to chat? Yeah, that'd be something. That would be something. I wonder how I should dress. I feel like I should make a new shirt. I kind of want to make a for decor shirt. I just got to design it and think of how to do it and all that. Maybe it'll be like simple line art, you know, for decor, and then like the shape of a house or something like that. But it's got to look rugged and it's got to look mean. So, That's how I met my husband. He came to meet you. Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. Oh, so he started off as a fan. And so now, dude, he's living the fan's dream. Nice. Nice. Bless her for being supportive. No, she's, she's nice. For her, it's an excuse to, like, come visit anyway. So. For the then have the wild coffee cups on it because we know you love. Oh, no. I think I'm the fan. Ooh, look. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a damn cavity. All right, so we're gonna see 6 folks today. Starting off with Maribel, and then Shadeshifter, and then I need to pull this out, and then crap. Wait, hold on. Okay, there's like a certain one of these people I DM'd directly because I was like, I cannot pronounce your name, so I know I talked with them. Yes. Okay, cool. So let me make sure it's there. All right. So starting off with Maribel, then Shadeshifter, and then Sayanine, hey, and then Callian, followed by Rain, and finally we kick it off. We end the visits with Blossom. So it should be fun. It will be fun. Oh yeah, Endeavors. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta hop back onto U.S. realms and then choose the Endeavor. My bad. I don't want to. Might as well get started. Last time people were bitching about it. Yo, do the Endeavor stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. This guy. As a mother of a 4-year-old, I get you. Thanks. So keep in mind, like, I get a lot of folks who do sign up. They'll ask, oh, so where's the schedule? And I'm like, okay, I clearly don't post the schedule enough in enough places. So I post them on Twitter, I post them on Blue Sky, and I also have it on our Discord channel. I don't think Facebook would be effective. I don't think that would be an awesome place to put it. Can't really do it on Twitch. I guess I could do it on Twitch, but then that's kind of weird too. It would be like the offline screen or something like that. All right, so let's head to the house. What about Endeavors? Endeavors now last 150 something days. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's just like that. Weird that we have the link because that kind of like messes with people's heads, but I'm pretty confident we're going to have. I forgot where it was said. Maybe it was from data mining, but it sounds like we're going to be all forced into the same Endeavor on the first day of the patch. So we're going to have like whatever Endeavor for like that long. It's just a guess, but I'm pretty confident. All right, so what do we do? We can do Mechagon again, because that's easy. We can do the Consortium again, which wasn't as easy. Or we can do Drakthir, which we haven't done before, but I remember it sucked. Yeah, I remember it sucked. I'll probably go with Mechagon again. Yeah. Your god has decided. Oh, did I even get this? Oh shit. Okay, you can still pick it up. even once you're done. Thank goodness, because I totally forgot about that. At least I got my my little bonus of housing XP. Yay! Why don't I post it? To post the transcripts on the Twitch and YouTube descriptions. That's a good idea. Posting it on the community page. That's not a bad idea. That'll help. I totally forgot that it exists, to be honest. And I'm sure people use it. I just have never used it before. So we do upon the scores. We all have an option to vote for the endeavor. Look at that democracy. That's crazy. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Nah, this guild of mine now. I am its dictator. So build trust and then take advantage of it. That's the name of the game here. All right, let me make sure we're all good. One thing that I'm thinking of doing too, I think I talked about this briefly. I am looking into doing a 24-hour stream. Not me, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna set up probably another channel that just does reruns of all the visits. Once I get to a certain number of visits that I have cut and ready, even if they're not uploaded yet, once I have enough of those, then I'm just going to throw it onto another hard drive, set up another computer, and then just run it. And then just let it go. So I learned from Epiphania that you can get the bonus houses fee several times if you move house and contribute to the new neighborhood endeavor. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So where's the place? That way. Okay. Yeah, that's not like the idea. Yeah, it'll be a cool thing. Like if I can do something where like at the end of the stream week or something like that, then I just start running it. Cool. You know, people can always just go back to the YouTube channel and play through it as well. But the 24-hour channel, it's going to be, I want it to be all the cut visits without the banter. So I'm just going to be like, boom, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. And then, of course, in 55 minutes, I will open up room for signups, and I'll open up, well, as many as I need to. Should be fun. All right, folks. Let's mentally get ready for this. I don't know, the community page. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, should I post it there? I mean, I could post it on the video on the stream video description as well. But yeah, if anything, I try to tell people when they sign up, once you sign up, you'll find your schedule here or something like that. Anyway. That's the place. All right, folks, this is Maribel's place. Reverend Founders, it's kind of evening time. And the first thing that I'm noticing is, okay, the house is different. This house is, oh, interesting. Oh, very interesting. It's a tree. Oh, you know, they built a house into this giant tree trunk, is how I'm kind of looking at it. On the outside, you have this little bit of a hangout spot. Here we are. Let's have a seat. Enjoy some of the cool stuff outside. Of course, we have a great view of the waterfall and whoever we might be peeping at over there. Through the lots, you can see again the illusion being sold of these trees coming out. So it'd be cool to have different colored beams here. Although I think the Stormwind beams, they would be a little bit too clean looking. This has that rougher texture to it, so it's hard to find that proper balance. Here, of course, another place to chill, have a couple drinks with the magic ice chest, because that thing don't melt. That's how it goes. So we continue to go around the lot here. Real quick look at the garage. A little bit of basketball, but no dribbling allowed. Actually, no, maybe dribbling is allowed because this is so flat that sure, why not? Maybe the ball does bounce, or it's magic. That works too. Yeah, really pleasant start, but really like the star is the house itself. Very, very creative what they did here, creating the tree trunk. I love how that shape comes together. That's sick. Now, what happened to the tree? What happened to the tree here? It's like okay, this is kind of like a not brutal, but very homesteady. They chopped down the whole tree, used that for lumber, built the house. Continue to use this as a base. So that's pretty cool. I like that concept. But let's head on inside and see what we got. Yeah. Okay, so there is a story that goes with the house. Let's take a look. So Rosalind is a Worgen druid who loves picking flowers and alchemy. King Inti and King Teo lead the Jojo kingdom nearby. That might be an inside thing. In order to fulfill her lifelong wish of being a pretty princess, Rosalind invites the kings to her treehouse for tea, but beneath the peaceful surface, danger looms. Led by the great white witch Murgle Gurgle, the Murlocs take advantage of the visit to end the Jojo kingdom once and for all. Are Rosalind's dreams of being a pretty princess ruined? Stay tuned. Oh, dude, these things are gonna shank that Murgle. Oh no, they're so little. This Virgo's like, this is like fighting children. So she's looking fierce this time. She ain't scared of no forks. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and then there's like a king dude and a panda. Oh, that's adorable. Tell me that's a panda or like a bear thing. That's cute. I like that. It's the royal guard. Awesome. All right. So let's lay it on equipment. Hang our saddle, put down our jackets. Yeah, those are very convincing looking jackets. I like that. Really neat. Yeah, take off our shoes and everything. And then off to battle we go. Okay, maybe not battle, but okay, really neat. I love the texturing that I think I'm going to be running into here. Wow, this is some high quality stuff. Oh man. So let's walk in a little bit more. So while fierce battle goes on, it almost looks like a Pokemon battle. If I was angled kind of like this here. So there you go. Here's our hero. Now summon Murgle. And then now they're fighting two fork reptars. So we'll see how that battle goes. But let's go into this to where this opens up. Oh, wow. Dude, this is some very, very high quality placement here, folks. Check this out. Wood everywhere from the top dome here, which actually is it's either a vaulted room or a stairwell room or something like that. It's a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell. But who cares? Oh, but yeah, look how smooth that looks, dude. Great pattern there. And it gives off the whole shape of this octagon room because guess what? We're in a tree. But yeah, check out the wall work here. Oh, that's so good. It's so smooth. Oh, this must have taken forever to like get just right. Because look at here, the upper trim are beams. They're clipped beams and beams and beams, and somehow we're not getting that flickering effect that you often see. I'll like kind of here. I'll let this mechanical pan around happen. Yeah, you don't really see any of that happening. That's extremely good. That's so good. Wow. Very impressive with the wall work here. But let's look at the other stuff too. We have this sort of rustic feel. We're using older things. Notice how we have like some of the Gilnean furniture that's placed in the middle. Here we have like this Murgle who is totally murdering that Snuffles over there. I actually don't know, but and then check out here the cabinet work, more Gilnean stuff, little benches or tables that are being used here as the cabinet stuff, followed by what are probably like little bench-looking things. I think. No, they're crates. The handles of crates being used right here for the handles there. That's sick. That's so inventive. Yeah, haven't seen that kind of work done before. Yeah, great stove work. In this case, what I admire about this is that they're using few parts. You know, kit bashing is great and everything, but it's also cool to see like these big shapes that come together in a really clean way, which is what we're getting here. And then the easy fence post to act as the vent. Nice easy fridge, really cool, low budget. And again, the budget just went into beams. So many beams. Love it. I love it. So let's head into what's probably the kitchen-y area back here. Nope, never mind. That was the kitchen. Like that was it. Okay, so back here, little transition hallway. Now we're encountering like a regular floor at this point. So we're entering what might be a kind of a small room or a tiny room, but they have enough room that they set up this whole illusion with the window back here. Yeah, dude, I'm just like, oh, so good. Sorry, I got to do one more pan around here. I didn't get any screenshots yet. I want to be a lot more diligent about getting some good shots as we go. I often do a lot of backtracking after streams over so I can get like alternate shots and stuff. All right, so off here, oh, blacksmithy stuff. So very magical tree. Or at least maybe we're hitting the semi-underground spot here. But yeah, we're encountering like the small mine. And then what they build into this. Little bedroom. All right. So notice how we have what appears to be a platform. Large platform here. You can see how the image looks a little bit stretched, which, you know, those are really hard to do much about. But then from here, we have these. Okay, there's like some things in the way here. It's like what wants to show like the sun. So somewhere here is the artificial sun. It's like it's kind of like dominating space here. But anyway, I want to go just look at the construction here. We have several platforms that are being used, but they're clipped in such a way that you're avoiding the lines. So it has this clean look to it. And then here, I think, well, are these like graves? There are two of them. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. So check out how they're, yeah, so you can see how the clip comes together like right there and like right there. But while it's the clip, like it's just carved stone. So we can easily get away with that. And then we have our reverse fireplace right over there to act as the back. The not Gilnean wall, the Pandron wall is right up here to have this like nice, clean looking shape. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, like for folks who are looking for, you know, like a custom fireplace to make, this right here might be a little expensive because it's crafted, but then these right here, this is just founder stuff, like nice and cheap, easy to acquire. So very cool. And then what's the base here? That is the bottom of a gravestone. Ah, interesting. I think it's using, is it using just that lip right here? Something like that. That's all good. That's really, really good. Great work on that gravestone. And then that door leads to nowhere. This is a quaint little room. Yeah. All the little fixins that we need for this spot. Yeah, that's hella cool. Really, really good. Now let's go across the hall. Little baby hall. And inside this room, so this is the Volpira room. That was the dwarf room. This is the Volpira room where great vibes. Great Volpiran vibes. It's you don't see this often. You don't see Volpirans being depicted very often. It's kind of hard to do. There isn't a whole lot of stuff, but you basically have like tents, lots of comfort. Not so much in like the form of like chairs, but you want to have like comfy spots, and this does it quite well. You know, they're sitting on the floor, they're enjoying their snackies, some drinks, some smokes, and all that stuff. On the side, some anima, you know, for because that's what they do, perhaps. They're sleeping. But then out here, again, you have that whole encampment on. Oh, dude, these Murkles got took. Oh, no. Oh, that Reptar's about to, like, just do something brutal to those folks. Oh, no. So the invasion, it didn't just happen. It's not just going on the front door. It's like guards are being ambushed from the sides too. So there's no telling how this fight's gonna go. Okay, that's very interesting. That the limits of the outdoor room. Wait, hold on. So wait, this whole thing is an outdoor room. Oh, huh. Wow, I did not realize that. So okay, I'm not quite sure where it starts. That's kind of neat. So that means this is the platform too. Wait, that means this entire place is outdoors. Ah, or something like that. That's wow. That's really good. All right, so let's head back inside. I think this whole thing is just that the whole thing is an outdoor room, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I just noticed the carve out there. Oh, that's so good too, dude. All right, so neat. I'm pretty sure this is all just one room. But yeah, let's do this climb. Boop, 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 boop. Nice and smooth. Great. So we get to this second level here, and again, oh, dude. Okay, very interesting because we have these um, different sized beams. One size here, one size here. You have like this, this very attractive line right over there. um, but oh my God, the way that these are aligned is mathematically perfect. So I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know if add-ons were involved with putting this together, but man, really, really meticulous work. You can see here, like here's one beam, right, nice and straight, and then you have one beam here. All you see really is that V shape, and you can see it kind of reflected there. You see like a little tiny bit of it right there, and then more. Didn't use add-ons. Yeah, it's just oh, dude, this is just mad skill. Oh, it's so good. Really well done. What I love about uh, this kind of the way that the floors are done here, because it's just beams, you have this natural bevel that comes with these beams, and so that gives it like this different sort of character, which I find really, really cool. The only thing that I would even like partially say about this is, well, what if some of these were rotated in such a way that we had this kind of uneven pattern instead of something like this? I mean, this looks great as is, but I wonder like how attractive or unattractive would it be if the beams were like rotated in different orientations to create like this kind of non-pattern look. I don't know. But what we have here is an example of, oh, this looks good. So what do we have here? We got Murgles that are like putting something together, but in the meantime, they're under attack. So, oh well. Yeah, love the roof work there. This is the very redded Murgle. She's just engrossed in her book. She's too busy to really care about anything that's going on. But yeah, really pleasant upper level here. And I saw some sparks, like something was flying out. Some sort of activity is going on, either here or above us, perhaps. And here we get like a little glimpse outside. Not too much, but yeah, kind of interesting because we should be able to see what's going on outside, but it's just not much. There's a lot of greens that are getting in the way too. Yeah, really, wow. This is so clean. This dude is are they just passed out or are they getting cleaned up? Is that a corpse? Oh no. Wow, these Murgles, they just do not have any care for one another at all. Here's a little glimpse of the outside, which has like a pretty decent illusion going on. Of see, because there's some tree decor outside as well. Oh no, I just noticed that that one's being taken away. while these two are just like playing and raging out. Oh, sheesh. Now let's climb up a little more. So I love these steps. Nice, smooth, feels soft as I'm climbing up. And then we get to the bedroom. Ah, this is the bedroom. So notice how once again we have multiple sets. Okay, yeah. So we have like one set of beams here. You can kind of see it. If I can pan out a little bit. Here we have like this kind of like circular shape here with these beams, and I'm guessing that this rug just kind of covers up whatever mess that might be down there, if anything. And then out here we have more beams to line the outside. Yeah, it's such a clean shape. I am hugely impressed by what went on here, as well as this cabinet slash fireplace. It's super grand looking. You can see kind of the clip that happens here and here with these larger shelves, but still it fits great because of how this here it's it clips well with this part of the fireplace. So like here's the fireplace as it normally is, right? Notice how it has that kind of like blue trim to it, right? But then this right here has like something that's a little different. So you have like little tiny bits of the cupboard that's peeking through there. But what we have is this parallel shape. There's the clip here, whatever. But I like the effort that went into that because now we have this sort of complete looking piece to it. So I like that. I'll sometimes take time on like really small things, but I like that a lot. Now here on the side, see that reptile is either being taken care of or they're being interrogated. It could be one of those things. Now, really, really nice outside stuff. Really well dressed. And the bed too. It's not a crazy over opulent, very complicated looking bed, but it's dressed very nicely with these greens. Love that. Oh, you'll notice here how the lighting sometimes changes like this. It's kind of a bug that happens with outdoor rooms, and I don't know if it's been addressed in the upcoming patch or not, but it's kind of annoying. So kind of stinks. Hopefully that gets fixed sometime soon. But yeah, great stuff with the bed. We have our little vanity. Oh, and look, dude, so many dark Murgles are out here hanging out. The other colors, nope, they don't belong. They're Maribel's favorite. So let's cross over. Oh, one Snuffles right there. So let's cross over into a pink toilet. How adorable. How adorable. We got our big teepee. They're doing their bathing thing. Yeah, even this bathroom, really well dressed because we walk in, boom, 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 gazebo, right? So we have like this roof set up and small walls being set up along with platforms to make a trim. A little bit of outside stuff there too. Nice. All right, so I think that takes care of all the rooms, right? There's no outside access, is there? Yeah, the construction on this is so immaculate. Yeah, it's so clean. Okay, there is one more room. Okay, let's find it. Come to the living room. Okay, so let's head down. Wow, just crazy good. Okay, so I guess I missed a room here. Oh, right over there. Cool. Oh, no, I was there. So, did I miss something down here? Because I thought I went there, and then here was like the dwarven area, and then there was the door that led nowhere. Other way. Okay. I'll make my way there. Because, going through here is a feast. Very, very thoughtful placement with like everything here. All right. So behind the curtain. Oh, did I totally miss the curtains and all that? Okay. I'm distracted. What can I say? All right, so the curtains by the door. That was the door. Don't worry, I'm kind of meandering, so sorry about that. All right. Oh, there was this right here. All right. Hello. All right, so let's see what we got right here. Boop. Oh, cave stuff. Oh, even better. So remember, we are outside, so we are actually going to see like a little bit more of what's going on out here. So this dude's he's being dragged away because they're gonna eat him, aren't they? They're gonna eat. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, and here's the boss, the white Murgle, or at least the Murgle boss. There you go. The white witch. There you go. Nice. What a great build. It's so clean. It's not trying to like be excessive and try to add like too much at once. And so like once that layout is in, it's just like, okay, just go all out. Great stuff. Awesome build. Oh man. Thanks for showing us. What is this right here actually? Hold on. This is okay, that's a pillow. Okay, all these are pillow rolls? Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay, so that's just these things like kind of peeking in, being barely clipped in, and a cushion and a barrel. Oh, what a cool shape. Yeah, what fun little discoveries in this place. Awesome. Yeah, thanks again for showing us. That's Mr. Tour Guide's logo. Oh, branding. Damn, look at that. All right. So good. So good. I thought about doing, and I'm really on the fence about this one. What if, or what would people do if I did like, hey, it's June, and here's like, I'm hesitating to think this through. Here's like my 5 or 10 favorite things from June, something like that. And then it's just gonna be a big fucking recording. That's really all it is. Is just it's just a whole bunch of things mashed together. But I put it on the main channel. I feel like that would be really long. Um, well, I don't know. I think it would help to see like a whole bunch of to see like okay, here's like the bangers, I guess. But they're all in like an easy to click place. Um, and this is something where it's like, oh, I said that these are great, which I'm kind of like, that's why I feel a little bit uncomfortable, because I'm like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm dissing the other like however many I do, 15, 30, 40. I don't want to diss on the other 50, literally 50 other homes that I visited during the month. But yeah, just a thought that comes to mind. All right, let's head to number 2. At 31. I'm entitled to my faves. I am, and I try to. Oh, see ya. I try to do my best to make sure that every visit gets its time in the sun or its time under the spotlight. Ooh, castle. That's sick. Okay, I like this teleport angle. I teleported in, and this looks really cool. Just boom, boom. That's the shot. I like that. Sounds like a good idea. 30-minute video of each one's favorite things. Well, that's so that's what I'm kind of wondering about. Like, do I do like just a supercut of like the 10 places, or do I just take the whole thing, all of them, and it's gonna be like a 3-hour video or something like that? I don't know. Because of course because obviously that'd be freaking long as hell. But I'm not sure. Because doing a supercut, that would take an inordinate amount of time. Think about it like this. Think of like, hey, I'm doing video edits. Let me do highlights. Okay, cool. How much footage do I have to work with? Oh, about 6 hours. I gotta sift through 6 hours and then turn it into half an hour. And boy, is that time consuming. That's a lot. So do it the same as a speed up video, speed up the frame rate with that. Yeah, nah, that would, I don't know if I would like that. I think a highlight thing would be best. I just gotta suck it up and find the time to do it. Yeah, do a voiceover with the clips. Yeah, I guess if I'm going that route, then I would just need to kind of talk over everything too. The small problem is I'm the challenge with that is I would have to manage with the footage that I'm given, so it'd be hard to it might be hard to like voice that over. So, but it's also time. I'm working with a lot of data, and that just makes it really cumbersome. It's great to have though, because I can do so much with it. It's just like, do I even have the time to do all this to do all this stuff with it? But I do want to do like a little bit more, quick bites on the main channel. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet. Start time 7 though. It's so overwhelming though, Sherry. No joke. It's really, really overwhelming. I've got terabytes and terabytes of like stuff to work with. Anyway, enough of that. All right, folks, this is Shadeshifter's place. Rover founders, and they set up this cool castle build. What a cool castle setup. That's sick. Wait, how did they do it? Are those like fireplaces that are right there? Because that's such a great job of setting that up. It's looming. It's huge in scope. I love it. So, check this out. A little catapult thing to who are we bombing? You know what? I'm sure at one point that was like land, but whoever's there isn't anymore. They're dead. That's really cool. I love that catapult thing. Really simple too. Wagon, and then just like beams to make the shape. Chop that thing, boom, boom, and then down goes Chuck. There goes Chuck's hat. Oh, look, they're even aiming. So it'd be really funny though if there was like a hit list right here. It's like, all right, so there's Chuck's place, and that's Jeff's place, and then there's Sandra's place. How dare she dump me? Sandra's next. So this is a place that comes from anger. I think it's a place that comes from anger. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the breakdown here. So, oh, it's a forge. Oh, how come I've never seen it used like this before? You know why? Because they're very creative, and everyone else has not really done this. That's really good. That's really good, because we got our little castle towers now. Now it makes it very cute looking, because proportion wise, it's like, okay, this is really small, but it still feels really cool. Yeah, let's go down and explore like the rest of the exterior here. So this is pretty heavily, not that heavily skinned, because it's utilizing a lot of the existing house. They just rose the house up, use some Gilnean walls. Note how you have like the slight tilt over there, very thoughtful. And then you have like these big forges as the base. It's hiding like the fiery parts of it. And then you have what looks like an upside down forge as well, followed by the gazebos up top. And then you have your cute little drawbridge for your little baby moat. It's so cute. It's a cute castle, but very cool, very cool. I love that shot when I first came in. I was like, ooh, very impressive. All right, so as we go in, ah, are we going inside or are we still technically outside? So we're not exactly like portaled in, but we are because there's the portal. Come in and notice some like new pieces that we're seeing here, some beams, some construction work as we go in. Nice little mess that we have on the side. And we go into the castle once again. It's a keep within a keep, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. That's neat. That's really neat. Yeah, love this whole outdoor vibe that we have. Oh, and then we do have like the window. Oh, nice. Nice illusion back there. Sun's out. The little windmill action there too. Wow. All right, so let's so this is the courtyard. Ah, that works. Yeah, really cool setup here. I what I like about these kinds of builds is when things don't look like even or like it's not like a perfect pattern, you know, because we have like the side door, it's built into a cave. We have some of it's like kind of carved in like that. So I love that kind of natural look to it. All right, so let's go inside this cave castle kind of thing. So we're still on rock stuff. So kind of navigating through, and we're climbing down, which is neat. And then we climb down again to a grand climb. Very interesting. Because, you know, normally you would have like this, you know, fancy schmancy entrance over there. But instead they had like this kind of path that we're going up and down and around before we're led to the spot here. So it's almost like what's back there is kind of under construction, and then here is where we like hit the keep, the house proper. Right down here, a big plumbing work before we hit the grand climb over here. Notice we're in this stairwell room here, but it doesn't look like I can go and see what is behind that stairwell, unless there's like another way down, something like that. So let's climb. And as we get to the other end of this pipe here, nice, walls as floor. We get to the pipe, and it happens to connect to this street lamp here. So it's all powering it up. Maybe not. But notice here we have like that cool trim with the beam. And then we have like this crazy wreath looking object. But it's also including like the, you know, lots of fiery stuff there too. Neat effect. I don't know what it does. It probably zaps intruders or something like that. Oh, what a cool shot. Oh, that's good. And boop. Yeah, really neat. And then we kind of like hit a modern, you know, things kind of modern up because that looks like a wall TV that's kind of like built into there. We walk in to these big old sectionals. Let's just say, oh, this is like a bed sectional. It's not even made for, you don't sit here. You just kind of like sprawl. You're like, yeah, yo, you want to watch some TV? All right, cool. Right over there. Great stuff with the fireplace there. Now, this is using wood. Well, you know, enchanted wood, magic wood, you know, it's all good. Interesting pattern work that we have here. You know, this seems intentional, you know, that they wanted to have the patterns like kind of go in this sort of motion, those kinds of tiles. And what else is going on in this kind of living room? that's neat. You have the dragon spine that kind of goes across and then creeps into this sitting spot here. So you have like this kind of effect. That's kind of neat. Giant fireplace. We have we have the puppy head right over there. And then a well for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, we climbed up and that's fine. That's a magic well. It's all good. And then here they made a full chessboard. Very intense too. Because you have, let's see, what are these? These are fence postices. So fairly cheap, only 50 war resources, but you have a bunch of them smacked on top of a platform, and then all the chess pieces are set up too, properly, I should add. So here's the horse. There's the horsey. Here's the tower guy. I don't know the names of these, by the way. That's the bishop. I know that's the bishop and all that. But yeah, that's the horsey. I I dig that. I dig that a lot. And then on the other side, you have like the matching set. That's really good. Really, really good job. Very detailed. So we can go left and we can go right. I think I'm gonna go right first. Yeah. And then there is I think there's a book, a secret basement behind bookshelf in the living room. I'll come back here. Let's go here first. Let's go into the place where the food happens. And it looks like it happens up here. So we'll climb up shelf. Nice and smooth. And check out, we have this kind of like old style, semi-old style kind of table set up. We have these, I believe these are Stromguard chairs? No, Ironforge chairs. Ooh, I just offended someone. So Ironforge chairs, nice old school look, but with a new style table. Oh, and we have the grill right over there too. So it's kind of like Korean barbecue style stuff. Like, just bringing the meats. Here's the sucker, who unfortunately is usually my wife. She's the one that'll do like the cooking and all that. And then everyone will just start grabbing stuff. Or it's hot pot. But then that'd be kind of weird. Because if it's hot pot, you would want to have everything in the middle. That way you have this kind of like social thing going on. Nah, in this table, you have one who's just kind of working it. So the two people here are the responsible ones. Everyone else is just kind of like oh yeah, can you make me some more? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll throw some more stuff on the grill. Ungrateful. But if anything, because they're all the way on the inside, they could be like, yo, get me some more drinks and all that. And so you have that give and take. So I think everything works out with this dinner setup. I do that too sometimes. Like if my wife's not there, I'm usually doing it and all that. All right. Over here though, we have a more standard kitchen. Big old grill. Check that out. We got you get a really, really large hot plate over there. But then of course you have your fire for like other things or for bacon or whatever you like. And then the rest of this, you have your pretty standard spread. Dishes hanging out, pantry stuff, food that's ready to go, and nice little visuals with the fountain over there. Very interesting that they went with this elevated level. I mean, I guess it's so that way because if people are like walking through, like we're not really being bothered and all that. So you have a little bit of privacy there too. All right, let's scooch over. And there's like a front gate kind of thing. Okay. So we're heading outside. Yeah, I'm gonna go out here. I want to do this climb first. Nice and narrow here. Boom, boom, boom. Platform. Boom, boom, boom. Platform. Then we have this elevation, and okay. So this is like kind of the this kind of like upper level ish of the keep. But then you also have like that huge wall. Okay. So we're not in elevation. We are pretty much outside. and kind of a side yard. Here's like where the boss would sit, watch over like while his subjects are either doing work or relaxing and eating, doing their thing. Yeah, really cool stuff. Love the forges and how that's being implemented. It works out really well. I mean, never mind that I can see the fire there, whatever. Not a big deal. But I love how all this comes together. It's neat. Yeah, let's climb down. Let's get a closer look at what's going on in this backyard spot. Actually, I'm going to check the other side real quick. Real quick. All right. Oh, it's a barbecue stuff. Okay, there better be meat in here. Let's go. Yeah, nice. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. That's the real treasure. Big meats. And then we go up. We have our little garden set in there. Oh, we're even doing like some roasted pig down there too. Nice. Here's our cutting implements. And so appropriate. A whole ass saw. Let's do it. I mean, that's how it goes when you have one that's that big. Yeah. You're using big tools for that. And then here's where they're being like served. Nice. Now over here, it feels like this is either like some mystical stuff or a teleport spot. Otherwise, we're all just kind of chilling right over here. On this side, we kind of have this sort of sandy area. That's how it's looking to me. So this could be for kids, or this could be, or we could be close to the water actually. You know, this could be just like some fencing that that sort of leads us out, and then from here, you know, if we want to sail out and do our own thing, we can do that. Otherwise, down here, we're playing with toys. The way I'm looking at this, I'm playing with like the giant drill. Like, yeah, let's go. My drill can beat up your rocket wagon any day of the week, buddy. All right, and then over here, yeah, we have some other toys or whatnot. Yeah, really fun outside area. So we have this little climb here. Nice. Yeah, notice how we have like these walls that are fully embracing the illusion of us going back inside the keep. And look at that, we have like this little bit of a distance thing going on here too. You know, so that makes the mountain feel looming as we head back inside. Very cool. So we're going to drop back to the kitchen area. So they said something. Oh, here we go. Secret shelf. Easy to miss. Secret shelf, by the way. Oh, boy. So let's see where this takes us. All right. Takes us right. And then we climb down and down to the... There's the boss. Nice. So a hidden gem. Oh, it's complete with like a whole, you know, rock climbing thing too. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. So we got a gym for a number of folks. So they're not by themselves when they're doing their thing. Really good work on these. It's clean. I've seen numerous kinds of exercise equipment. This is certainly one of them. But what I admire about this one is that it's using very clean, basic shapes, and then you add like some of the tech to it. I've seen very goblin-esque kinds of exercise equipment where it's like all like these crazy pipes and motor things and gizmos and whatnot. This one, by comparison, much more simple, but it's also very complete. It has everything that's that you need for it, including like the pedals that you see down here. They're even positioned in the right way. That's really good. That's really good. And then, of course, we got our treadmill right here. They are working. Oh, look at that. He is in full Instagram workout mode. Because normal people don't do this. Okay, I'm sorry. Some normal people do this. This is the really like the really confident people. It's like, okay, you can stop. You can relax here, okay? Here we got our bench with our free weights and everything, and of course, you know, the mirror to look at how awesome we look. Some little bit of ambience, but we're missing speakers and like a whole bunch of TV screens. I'm just kidding. And then so it looks. Oh, okay. So I think we can climb this too. Let's see if my undead is capable of getting up here. So shouldn't be that complicated of a climb though. So boom, boom, boom. Oh, come on, buddy. You can do it. I believe. Oh, dude. Okay, I just made this look good. Ugh. Nice. Cool underground gym spot. And then that take... Oh, okay. Oh, that... that's cool. That's neat. That's neat. Just takes us right up here. What a fun little secret passageway. Now, unless you're a guest here and you're like, oh, you're kind of doing your thing, and then something happens, and then you just kind of like suddenly, oh wait, they have a fence. No fence. They have like a little barrier there, just a little. Yeah, to make sure folks don't accidentally fall in, but you can sort of fall in that way, and then you're done. And then people are like, oh my god, where'd Frank go? I don't know, baby. Frank's down there, bruised, bloody, unconscious. Like, what the hell happened, man? Sorry, Frank. All right, so let's hit up this next room, which leads me straight to the aquarium. Guess an aquarium? Guessed right. Nice. All right, so let's look at it from... Okay, here we go. Okay, here are the steps, right? You sit, you grab your candelabra, you grab you grab the goods. What is that actually? It is a candelabra. Okay, you grab grab your pipe, and then you just stare at the fish. It's just like you're chilling. You're chilling. New endeavors are out, so have an opportunity to get some of the proper hookahs if you want, right? But otherwise, great fishy stuff outside. I'm sorry, inside here. This one's being dressed with the very common jewel crafting table. Very popular pick when trying to depict an aquarium style thing. Curious that there are a number of banners here, but it's not complete. So it's almost like saying, okay, here's the classes or whatnot that I leveled up. Here's like a few more that I have left to go, or at least ones that I still need to get banners for. Here's where they're planning like the next part of their build. Like, okay, what are they gonna think of next? Like, here's like some sample pieces that they're working with. So kind of breaking the fourth wall in that spot, I think. That's neat. And then right through here, this cool little diorama setup. It's hard to tell if this is trying to set up an illusion. It could be, but it comes off first as a diorama setup. Really neat though. I think what tells me diorama is that we have like two of these windows to kind of like look at here, so that kind of like really messes with the possible illusion. If it was left like this, that would kind of tell me, okay, I think that's what's being depicted, maybe, kind of sort of. But still looks great. Oh, and I like how this bed comes together. They smalled up this room with it's like a tent. Yeah, really neat. I love how this pattern comes together. Very, very clean. And simple too. You know, nothing extra. What happens in here? Just sleep. That's it. You know, nothing extra here. I mean, you have the candle lights, so maybe they're knocking boots and all that too. That's all good. But then you also have the bathroom out here too. Very filled out, by the way. You know, because we have this climb into the tub. We got our control console to make it as hot or whatever as we like it. Before that, there's our walk-in shower. Notice how it's like fully opened up. So, you know, we have like the whole tiled floor, so it doesn't matter, you know, water's going to go somewhere. There's the potty right over there. And then this very clean vanity setup. Number of products that they have put together. Up for 2 toothbrushes. Hey. Really nice. Really nice place. Now, have I seen all the rooms? Let's take a quick walk through. Yeah, some fun details here. Really chill spot. Really chill spot. I loved the chess sets. Yeah, some of these pieces are a lot of fun to put together. Oh, I just noticed the hanging shelf right over there too. You love it when the inside matches the outside? No, it does a really good job of it. Really, really great job. Yeah, so I think I have seen everything. And there we have it. Thanks so much for showing us. Yeah, really interesting that we had like this whole cave entrance as we're going in. Really good. All right. Hardcore Heroes. You know, I gotta find out who runs that community or neighborhood. I've seen this place. I've seen this neighborhood a good number of times now, I think. Maybe I should do a group visit with them because there seems to be quite a few places that come from that neighborhood. It's not often that that I'll remember a neighborhood name like that. So should join one of the events. Oh, Missia runs Hardcore because one of the one couple of names, including that one. What's another one? Exige, I think, is part of Hardcore. Exige is the one that does like the that insane Reptars versus Snuffles build. You can do a slideshow video of your favorite screen captures from your housing viewing for your extra video to post for June. Oh, that feels like it's so not enough though, right? There's like so many cool things. Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, another crazy thing I can do would be to do like if there was a quick kind of, I guess what I could do here, let me brainstorm with y'all real quick because we're about to open up the queues too. Um, I'll choose my 10. Let's just say 10. Maybe it'll be 5. And from those, I'll do a quick run through. It's going to be pretty fast. And I'll just kind of like go through and be like, wow, check this out, check these things out, so awesome, blah blah. But then I'll be doing like a new recording. And it'll just be the screen, not even me, no chat, no nothing. It's gonna be done offline, or we're all just kind of like gun through. And I'll spend like just like a you know 2 minutes or something on each house, just kind of go over some of the cool stuff from that month, and then boom, there we go. Maybe I can do that. 10 feels like such a small number. 5 or 10 feels like a small number. But I'm pretty sure I will not be able to sustain doing like a weekly thing. That'd be too much. That would be me encroaching even more on the main channel. Be like, okay, am I even gonna do like commentary anymore? Or am I just gonna do housing stuff? But I mean, we'll see. So anyway, let me open up the queues. So I'm adding 17. So 6, 14. And we're open. Have fun, buddies. Try it and see what happens. Yeah. Alrighty. So this is say it needs this. Okay. Then I can pause the run throughs on a specific kit bash, things you enjoy, and briefly explain the items used and so on and so forth. Maybe what would be ideal and also very difficult is, let's say in the month, for the month of June, or maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll go back even further. So like, because it's pretty hard for me to post everything. But I guess what I can do is take like a previous month's or something worth of videos that have already posted. That way, as I'm doing the highlights, I'm still gonna do the run through. It's gonna be short, but I'll have links to each and every one of them because they will have already been posted on the archive channel. Yeah. So then I can do that. Then I can get away with not, okay, let me stop and let me do the whole kit bash breakdown because I might have already done that in the actual visit. So in one way, it's directing people to be like, oh, hey, this is really cool. But it's also a way to kind of to kind of bring people to the other channel as well. So remember, I'm trying to get them clicks as well. But I know one of the great difficulties is what comes out on the channel on the archive channel. It's the archive. So while I am choosy, I'm a little bit choosy about what goes out there. It could be anything. So yeah, I think what would kind of like tempt more clicks is if it's like, oh, here's like the best quote, the best things that I've seen for the month of Huorowetsits. So thanks for letting me bounce ideas off, by the way. Like this is still like a very ongoing thing. Like there's no room. I'm improving the process like bit by bit. Like I'm like small things. They help to improve the speed at which I convert a video by like another 2 minutes and like that. And I'm trying to eke out that kind of time. That's kind of what I have to deal with. So trying to do like really big ambitious things like they're big and ambitious, but oh, it's rough. How's it going today? Doing well. Doing quite well. Thank you. All right, folks, this is Sayanine's place. And this time we're over in Razorwind. And here we have a vision of opulence. We have this big old flat elf house with the very strong themes. Of course, we have like our little archers that are defending the place, making sure that everything's cool. And then we enter the courtyard, as I'm going to sort of call it. Very open space, and one can kind of just walk through, but we're sort of guided in through the red carpet. And we have this really nice dressed setup here. I'll just kind of leave this panned out, and then we can admire the work here. Lots of platforms help to set up the general shape. On one side, you have like the big red carpet. On here, you have these metallic carpets, or these basically tables that are dressing our way up to the climb here. To round it out with these elven tables, and then we can make our way in. We have a little bit of extras with the paintings up there. Lots of dressing around this. Lots of these duskwood greens that are creating a border around this spot. And you have like these pleasant little lights, these Herondar lights. Now these are a little bit special because I believe these don't actually produce their own actual light. So you can place these however you like. You have a lot more freedom to place these things than you can with like lanterns and other street lamps that do produce its own lights. So it's kind of a funny thing. And people who want to have lighting outside, they're going to have to like do a lot of playing around with the different available decor to achieve like the kind of look that they want. So like this right here, I believe these Niffin candles, I believe these also do not produce actual lights. They just have like these glows. But then up here, this runestone, I believe it does produce its own light. So that's why you have like that soft glow right there. But then there's also a little bit more here too. You have a little bit more to create that sort of 3D painting. It's almost like it's a sigil. Like this is like the welcome in sort of a sign. You have an actual sign plus the painting right there in the middle. That's neat. Excuse me. All right, so let's do a quick lap around the back because it looked really heavy up front. Let's see if there was any room for anything here in the back. Nah, it's looking nice and naked back here. So it's a little bit cold back here, a little drafty, right? But up here, we have a nice hat. Weird analogy. We have nice hats because we have additional greens up here in this gathering spot. Now, how did I get up here? It's not important. Teleport, magic, griffin, whatever. But we're up here. We have a place to chill, and we got a great view of everything below. Very forested area in this particular part of Razorwind. But we can look down on the rabble below. Like, look at them. Look at them in their rugged build. Actually, no, that's a public area. Never mind. So they at least wanted to like live close to where like some of the cool activity happens. Probably. All right. So let's head inside. I saw a commenter on the archive channel. They were pretty. They were pointing out that they really don't like it when I shorthand the neighborhood names. They really didn't like it when I referred to Founders Point as Founders or Razorwind Shores as I'm forgetting that too as and Razorwind Shores as just Razorwind. I'm like, damn. My internal thought was, okay, wait till they find out I call this game WoW instead of World of Warcraft. That's something. So you saw the comment too. Yeah, it's awesome. I was just like, damn, buddy. I also pronounce the capital, the Orcish capital, or Grimmer sometimes, just for fun. Just for fun. So as we go in, we are greeted by the boss over there, who is, dude, they are very clean cut. Look at them. Hold on. Let's look at this guy first. What a dapper looking gentleman right over there. Look at that pose. Shit, this is very practiced. So, and what are they saying? They're speaking in common. I don't know. But, oh, there's people here. Wait, they're just doing the thing. Oh. Whatever the case, though, I'm getting the vibes of me being checked in to this spot here. So the whole thing, it's being described as a classical art museum. Oh no. Okay, so chat, I'll need your help. I'll need you guys' help. There's a very good chance I will see things and not understand what they are at all because I'm not a classical art person. So I'll need you guys' help. So when I point at something and ask for help, you guys will be my lifeline. So as soon as we go in, notice how we continue like this theme of using these elven tables, and they have like, so they dyed at least like the gem in the middle to have a certain theme. Maybe it's because it's a blood elf that runs the spots. They wanted to like brand themselves and all that, but not too hard. They're just like this kind of like subtle, yes, this is my faction, which is all good. Nobody's perfect. The entrance though, it's also kind of a grand climb. We go up, we have these pillars to help support these platforms that'll lead us like up there and into the wings of the museum. As we're going to go in with that kind of energy. But let's take a look at what's going on behind the counter first. Yeah, great dressing. Oh, the pillar work. Oh, very consistent. Love how these pillars come together. So in this case, we have 3, I think, pillars being used, right? No, 3 or more actually. Yeah, because they went through they did a pretty meticulous job of, because these are very thick. If you're using 2, they're pretty thin looking. But here we have like a third like ridge of sorts. So interesting. And then back here we have our fountain, also heavily dressed. With some greens, the rounded tables, and also the windows really, really brighten things up. Yeah, really crazy how much brighter it is. It's kind of, there's hidden stuff. Okay, there's another window back there. I was like kind of wondering, like, wait a minute, there's some windows there. How come this one is like that much brighter? Yeah, neat. All right, so let's go. We'll start off down here. We'll enter from the from the west. Oh, I'm sorry, from the left. Nice little plant decor as we enter. Oh, I think we should have came here last because this happens to be like the food court for the restaurant. But again, very clean. Note the colors that are being used. They're even going as far as using this trim, which I believe are more tables, to go all around the top here. Very clean colors that we have set up. Now, sometime soon, we're going to have new kinds of blocks and beams to work with. So we may be able to achieve an even cleaner shape. Although those new items that are coming in, those have a pretty solid wooden texture. So here we can maintain like this very blocky, this very stone look. So what we have here, at least what I'm looking at, while it's not like a clean shape, it does have the kind of vibe of being like this carved area, of carved shapes, which has its own kind of character. I think that's neat. And again, this place is populated. This place is being brought to life with the actors here. Appreciate it, folks. It's going to be great. When the time comes, and there are other aspects of housing that'll bring more folks in. But here we can enjoy delicious cakey. What kind of cake is it? Purple. Purple cake. How does it taste? Purple. I'll have my purple cake with my coffees, and we're good to go. What other sorts of snackies do we have here? Pot of stuff. More purple. I think we have a theme here. Yeah. Awesome having visitors here. All having a good time. Oh, yeah, this is all dessert stuffs. Purple cake and everything. There's no meats here. Actually, maybe there are. Oh, the bear is running this, is making the coffee. It's bear coffee. Oh, he is okay. Okay, he's very assertive. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, buddy?" That's totally me, dude. But hey, what's up, man? Hey, how's it going? I'll have one bear coffee. Oh, that's good. That's good. Very fun. A bear? You mean a bear tender? Oh, that's good. So, bathroom? Maybe bathroom? Yeah, we're going through here, and yep, big old public bathroom. All stalls. So, for everyone. Big stalls, actually. Holy cow. Let's take a look. Okay, so not super spacious, not how it looks on the outside, but it is too. Hang up our stuff, shopping bags, or what have you, because we haven't seen the gift shop yet. So we'll see if there happens to be one around here. Great toilet work. Lots of elven furniture being used there as the tank, the seating. Not the lid though. We just have like a kind of one of them small sturdy tables being used as the lid. And then we have this very artsy sort of sink. Rinse off, good to go. Water is constantly circulating, which might be wasteful, but this is Blood Elves, and that's kind of their thing. The bear wave. Oh, I missed the wave. That's monsters to me. All right, so once we're washed up, I think we're about good to go. Oh, check out the skylight. Very nice. So with the sun was back there too. Yeah, sun was back there and everything. Again, the pillow work. Ah, so good. It's not that easy to pull off either, especially if you're trying to do like a wider kind of thing like this. Sometimes it'll take some finagling to find like just the right angle that you want. But these happen to look really clean. So well done. Very well done. A barista. Oh, no shortage of puns, dude. All right, so we'll go down here next before we head on upstairs. I don't think that maybe we'll find a gift shop, maybe not. So we're going through this hallway of trellises and plants. Very cool, nice and clean. That transitions us into, okay, here we go. Here's the actual gallery. Let's go. Oh, big gallery too. So we're going to be going across a couple halls. Now, of course, note first Yeah, this has some really good museum vibes for sure. Because I'm feeling like the whole kind of like exhibits as we go from one spot to another. The rugs kind of help guide the way, places to sit for those of us who are just like, okay, babe, yeah, go ahead and take a look. I'm just gonna take a quick break if you want to go ahead and read some of the stuff. I feel like I need to have like headphones on so I can be like do like the whole self-guided tour. But if anything, I'm the tour anyway. Cool stuff with the dressing here. Yeah, really nice light colors. But it really makes the rest of what we have here pop. And notice how we have like these little lantern guys. Now, these are the big thing about these is that they're cheap. That's it's a big plus. Is that they're cheap. I'm kind of curious that one thing that they could have done. I don't think this is really good feedback, but one thing that they could have done is flip these guys over and just show like the flat of these, because you'd still be able to pull off the lighting effect, but it might be affected a little bit in a bad way. With this orientation, we have a pretty full display of everything that is shown on each wall panel. So I think this comes off well as it is. So again, it's just bad feedback that I'm giving here. But we have first on this side, banners. This is like kind of like the banner exhibit. So we see celebrations of different classes, different races, different regions, and all that. This dude is like, oh, look at all these places that's back in my day, these were just colonies. There was just settlements, you know. But now look at this. Oh, after the fall of our empire, oh, someday we'll get our glory back. Here's a dedication to fruit. Got it. I mean yeah. Oh my wait. Yeah. So I think they're having an argument over like, okay, the deception here. Or the perception here. Like he's like, oh, I know that place. I was there back during like, one of the wars and all that when it was brought down and I had to escape, right before Silver Moon City was sacked by the Scourge. And she's like, really? That was you there? You're an elf? And he's like, yeah, I'm an elf. Ah, yar. And then she's like, do elves do that? And he's like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, he didn't pass the spell test. So she's off doing her own thing. She's slowly walking away, but she's actually fast walking because she's like, this dude creeps me out. I'm going to the next exhibit immediately. Kind of, yeah. So got to keep an eye out for the pirate dude. He's clearly trying to hit on somebody. Now over on this side, paintings over here. All the opulent style over here. Look at that dude. He's hitting on everybody. He's just like the belligerent dude. Actually, no, both this guy too. He straight up. Wait, that's rude. He's straight up bringing like drinks into the museum. Wow, that's. I guess they're pretty lax about the rules here, But I guess it's all right. I guess it's cool. What a interesting bunch of visitors here. That's cool. All right, so let's head over to the next spot. So banners and paintings over at this spot. What else might we see here? Sorry, crossover, excuse me. Okay, now we have like these more statue exhibits. All right. So here we have like little depictions of Silver Moon. Perhaps Silver Moon's past and all that. Over on this spot. A very interesting mix. Yeah, very interesting mix because we have different raids and regions. We also have stuff from the Dragon Isles, stuff from Draenor, stuff from Voidstorm as well. So, what do we make out of it? I don't know. I'm not that smart. Over on this side, this feels like it has a bit more of a coherent theme. Kind of like this rugged look. Well, okay, it's coherent. It's more coherent, but then at the same time, it's just more like tribal. You know, celebrating Tauren, celebrating trolls, forest trolls to be exact. Or maybe this was meant to be Dog Spear, actually. Maybe it's meant to kind of be that. Because here, now we go really heavy on the forest troll theme. Big pieces here. The mug is pointing around. All right, so I don't think this is going to lead me anywhere, but I'm going to try it anyway. Let's see what happens here. And nope, nowhere. Okay, cool. So let's backtrack some. Okay, so this dude's clearly appreciating like his own like heritage of sorts. I'm gonna click the thing though. Whoop. They say please don't touch stuff, but if that was the case, then I wouldn't have big old yellow gear that appears. So gotta hit that. Maybe the pirate dude's doing a book report. He's like taking notes and all that, so he can like talk about his trip over at school. Because I mean, clearly that guy is still going to school. Just got held back a little bit. So, it's just kind of what happens sometimes. So, now let's climb. All right, so boom, 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 as we do this grand climb. Oh, very interesting decisions here with how this climb happens. Go up here, wind around a little bit. We hit to the top. Dude, how many people are here? Holy cow. So up top, now things are taking a slightly... actually, these have been colored the same way. Okay, so same themes here. I like the trims here that are being done with these doors. They kind of skinned this up a little bit to make it, to give it a kind of a cleaner, sharper look. I like that. But now that we're up top here, the cast is going up here too. Okay, it seems like I'm kind of like following the river at this point. So I'm just going to kind of follow them and see where they happen to go. So this dude's like, all right, teacher, here's what I've learned so far down here. It's great. Love science. This is awesome. She's like, this is not a science museum. Science is good. Love science. So let's go around into, some science stuff. But let's see what sorts of exhibits that we have here now. I'm kind of glad that, at first I was kind of scared. I'm like, oh my God, are we going to see like classical like artwork as in real life stuff? But thankfully it's just like wow stuff. So I can kind of stay grounded. I can feel relevant here, So what sorts of depictions do we have here? More tribal stuff, somewhat regional things. So we can say this is Mechagon. We can say this is like Herondar and Voidstorm and the Dragon Isles. So we have like these sorts of strong depictions here. Very artful, very tastefully done, and not overdone either. Over here we happen to have ethereal themed places. Very neat. This almost seems like Shadowlands. I kind of have that vibe. I'm not seeing a big old anima barrel. That would have been like the really big giveaway, but that's just kind of like the impression I'm getting from this room. Yeah, really neat setups. And again, very clean. Like a lot of roleplay can happen here. It's very spacious. It doesn't have anything that's like super, super busy. But again, lots of space for folks to like move around and do their own thing and act out scenes. Look up in every room. Oh, nice little window dressing up there. Very bright. It's cool because it in the case of these kinds of windows, they do a pretty good job of reflecting back down, especially because we have the Silver Moon style kind of wall setups here. Now here we're seeing like the crazy flickering from these platforms that are coming together. That's kind of gnarly. But now let's climb up into this spot here. Past this little transition and into feels like kind of a lecture hall now. Yeah. Oh, and we can eat. Oh, we got some sweet stuff. Delicious cakes and pies. And then, okay. Let me sit down real quick. Actually, hold up. See, here's where the drinks came from. So, dude brought the drinks from all the way from upstairs, put it in his own mug. But here, I'll grab my glass and all that, and then we'll have our sit, and then we'll listen to this whole lecture about the eggy. And what are we being shown here? How to cook eggs. Not just any eggs, but these phoenix eggs and all that. So it's like what happens if you do try to cook a phoenix egg? Does it just like hatch and like does it do you eat it? Can you just oh wow. Oh well thank you. That's very kind of you. So slurp slurp slurp. So okay, so yeah, really, what sort of lecture do we have up here? Where we can like eat. Oh, it's an auction place. Oh, okay. Why am I up front? I ain't buying nothing. I'm gonna be back here. Okay. So now all I gotta do is make sure I'm not making any weird sudden movements as I'm noshing on food because I'm just here for the food. Because I ain't buying no egg. I got like 4 of those things because I've done that bird boss a number of times. This is the place for, you know, these rich wannabe adventurers that want to make it seem like, right? They want to make it seem like, oh, look, I've been to this place, I've been to that place. Look at all the places that I went to. You were just at the museum. I know you got that at auctions. I was there, right? So people are definitely calling the kettle black in this spot. That's neat though. We have a whole auction house. We have a whole auction event thing that's happening here. So currently what's going up is the eggy. And we're definitely invited to come up here, chill, hang out, but also sit and possibly make bids on the cool stuff. And what else happens to be up here? We happen to have a lobster. Just kidding. It looks like it's mostly the egg that's being showcased right now. Very neat though. Very, very neat. All right, so let's okay, that was a stove kind of thing, but then now we're going back here. Boop. Ah, and I think here's where like some of the other auction items are. So if I was smart, if I just distracted everyone, then I can go here and I can initiate my whole heist. Getting some of the good stuff. Actually, well, yeah, actually, what's only back here is just treasure chests. So we don't know exactly what's inside. There's no story behind that. But I would say, like, if I want to get like the gold, sure. All the proceeds that come from the auctions, I'll go ahead and are like stored back here through one door. Just one door. That's my goal. Okay, so I think this dude lost the bid. they are they are not doing they're not doing so great. I didn't get the egg again. No. That's what I'm getting. And then meanwhile, okay, he's crashed out. Okay. Yeah. I think he got tired from all the learning. All right, let's go to the other end here. Lost the plot. Never had it. Never had it. All right. So right through here. Oh, okay. So now we're in the library spot. I that pirate guy. Okay, maybe he came from here, and then that's why he's like super tired. He's like, yeah, I can't, guys. So right in here, we go up one level again. Great pillar work that's happening. Ah, that's a good cheaty way of doing it. If the pillars are like not long enough, just add more tables. Boom, and we're good to go. That's pretty smart. That is pretty smart. All right, so right through this spot are okay. There are no secret rooms, they said. So these are all just shelves that are just inexpensive. Very, very filled out. So it's a very interactive museum. You know, given that we have like a whole functioning library and all that, it's very relaxed. You have your library, you have your like snacking and everything downstairs. You can walk around with food, right? You also, they're going around and everything. That's neat. Again, very relaxed spot that they have here. So let's go up now. I'll follow the boss. Got more bookshelves up here. And okay, I just want to click just for curiosity's sake. Okay, just had to make sure. Oh no, click it. There we go. And I'm at this upper level. Oh, hey, there's the pirate guy. Okay. So now I think he's just like getting some comfort with his druid buddy. He's like, this is hard. And then they're like, that's why you're in school. He's like, yeah, but I don't like school. I like science. And then they're like, you're hopeless. Oh my god. It's like, you're hopeless. I'm out of here. Oh, he's dead. Wait, what happened? He got knocked the heck out. Oh no. Well, okay, buddy. I guess he had a long day at the museum. Have I seen all the rooms? Let's double check. Because this is the library spot. I came to this upper level. Auction spot was back there, plus the storage area. Here was okay, yeah, here was the more exhibits. So let's head back down real quick. I think I've seen everything. Yay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's go back to where the barista is. All right, yo, cast members, y'all got to come here. Come over here. I want to thank you guys. You guys were a great part of the build. And then I put a hair in his coffee. That's monstrous. Yeah. Yeah, this works out. Dude, there's so many of you. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, take your time, do your poses, whatever you like. Fun build. This was great. Really enjoyed the kinds of interactivity and the kinds of and the little bits of improvisation that we got from the crew too. That was very, very neat. So thank you guys so much for bringing this build to life. Fun museum stuff too. I don't think I've seen a museum style build yet. So this has me really not anxious. It has me really excited about the whenever the hell future. When they allow for weapon displays and transmog displays, because then we're going to see like a different sort of museum gallery setup. It's like, yo, check out my hall of stuff. And I think that'll be like a whole lot of fun. And I think that would be the kind of thing that someone individually they would want to take themselves on a tour or like take people around, and then they can like tell stories. Oh, here's how I got this, here's how I got that, and all the drama that went behind like these things. So thank you guys again for again bringing this build to life. All right, so I think we're heading to US realms now. So unceremonious log off. Boop. Off I go. And let's head to US realms. All right. For the appliance. I thought about that one. For the appliance. That doesn't that works. But if I were to make if I'm going to make a for decor shirt, cool. I feel like for the appearance works. If I wanted to do like the alliance thing. I mean, it's not housing, right? But it does kind of still run along those lines of being very heavy with like appearances, transmog, cosmetics, and all that. Do you want to pencil you in? No, yeah, no, we'll do it. Is tomorrow good? Tomorrow, end of day. So it's gonna be like around like um between 12 and 1 p.m. Pacific. If that's cool, then we'll do that. Sweet. I meant to reach out to you about this week too. So sorry that it's ended up being like a last minute thing. Hope that you had fun out of town. Yay. All right. So let's head over to Callian's place. And coffee shop. Oh, best neighborhood ever. I said it right? Yay. Literally for, oh, really? I take a certain pride in that. Wait a minute. Wait. If I am the first person who said it right, you could have taken the precaution and at least did the phonetics when signing up. That's very brave. That's very brave of you. Do these call me K? K. I mean, the phonetics seem right. Cali and yeah. Oh, it's all good. Many secret rooms can send map. Holy, oh shit. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I don't want a map. I'd rather suffer. That's part of the fun of exploring and all that stuff. Damn, maybe I should have cheated and looked at this place further in advance. But you're here to be my scene. Okay, okay. I mean, I might backtrack and all that stuff, but I'll try to be thorough. Actually, I'll ask for this kind of spoiler. Is it hard to find the secret rooms, or is it just a lot? You know, like if there's like, oh, there's this little tiny crack, and like that's all you get, or if it's, I think the secret rooms that I struggle the most with are the ones that are behind like the invisible carpets and stuff because they look like walls and everything. Like those are like the tough ones. Oh, they marked with arrows. Oh, that's the best. That's the best. Awesome. Thank you. Um, yeah, the walls are really tough. Bushes are really tough as well. Yeah, I have a hard time with the bushes because they're very not clearly marked. So I just like appliance. I'll buy a for decor shirt, but will not touch a for. What about for appearance? For the appearance. Again, I know it doesn't hit the same way, but yeah, I could always backtrack. It's all good. All right, decor only. Fair, fair. All right, folks, this is Callian's place. We're over in Founders, and there's the boss looming, waiting for us, ready to pounce with that big bare butt. They're sitting down right now, I think, but we're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna sneak by. Stealth paladin, baby. Anyway, we're going inside. And off to the side, though, uh, we're kind of weaving our way past this kind of rocky formation here that is housing this very cool fountain setup, actually. Yeah, really, really fierce glows that are coming from each of these openings where the water is exposed. So you have like this really cool glowing effect, especially down here. Love how all this comes out. So it has this sort of like mystical feel. They even have like sun shafts coming in. Nice. Yeah, so going in here, very mystical feel. And then I think we see that from the other side too. Yeah, that effect comes off really, really well. Back here, it's a little bit naked, so we'll stick to the front. We'll make our way back around. We'll go through the main entrance. It's kind of rude to not. So, oh, and then there's the boss right there. Oh, that wasn't a bear. It was a cat. Oh, no. Oh, I totally offended them. And it looks like these glows are just kind of like dancing around a lot of the lot. A lot of the lot. You have it right here by the entrance. You have it down there where you have like this little pond area. At least it looks like a pond area. That looks like a mirror being set up there too, right? Yeah. So you have like some more water illusions happening there as well. Let me pan out a little bit. Oh, okay. Here's a really cool shot. Yeah, this works out. It's not often that I do like the outdoor screenshots, but yeah, this is exceptional. Love how all that comes together, especially because we're here in the spooky spot, and now we have like this cool contrast between like the darker spots here. Although it is kind of daytime here, but yeah, cool contrast between the dark areas and then how this all comes together, bounces off, creates this glow. It's like early morning, and then you're having like the sun just beating down for the first time, and you have that fog start to build up after burning off some of that condensation and evaporating it. Really neat setup. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So I think we're ready to head on inside. And timing was perfect. So thanks to Talius and Nevizel for bringing folks over. Hey, it's Soul. As usual, we're doing housing visits. So we just left the EU region. We're back here looking at houses on the US side. We're about to go inside after just taking a look at this really nice looking outside area with some cool glows, some really neat water effects that I haven't really seen before. So now loading house. Oh, okay. Whoa, I like this. Very swampy effect here. So as soon as we go in, notice how the lights are dimmed. It's midnight actually. We have midnight lighting being shown, and we're just kind of like wading our way through, crawling our way out onto the surface. There's the boss over there, right? Who is well, they're just going to stare at that little moonstone over there. But here, we enter this initial room that'll take us to, left, right, or center. And the vibes, ooh, creepy. Really creepy vibes in this spot. Now, I'm just kind of peeking at where we might be going first. So we have like a bit of a climb there. Yeah, they really capitalized on like these glowing effects here with between the moon wells and the water and everything. The midnight lighting just does a great job of bringing all that together. So I don't know where this is going. So let's go this way first. We'll climb through, and we have this interesting sort of fusion. We have like these big heron dark greens before we hit the stone floors, and then we actually climb up a pre-built stairwell room. But between the lighting and the fogginess, there's like this little slight sense of disorientation from my part. And so as we're going through, we can point out like some of the different furniture being laid out for like maybe druids. Check out the walls that are set up. Solid colors. And what's cool is each of these draconic sconces are helping to bring that gradient in. So you have like this sort of like not balanced feel, but it's a really cool vibe. Now let's go in here under the stairwell, and we hit up a bathroom. Okay, not too transparent of a bathroom. So here we at least have a privacy screen because we don't see that very often. But I think we're outside. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. Is that we could see like the walls here have been colored. I don't think they're colored. I think these are actually the plain walls. Yeah, they're the plain walls. It just looks different because of the between the midnight lighting and the lighting that's coming from these windows here. You have like this really interesting kind of like this pale powdery sort of blue. It's kind of neat. So it's meant to be wild in nature at the start, going into civilized. Okay, so we're kind of like, so we're transitioning from this whole outdoorsy to this indoorsy spot as we're doing this climb. Okay, I can see it now. We're climbing up all of these sconces. And the lighting change. Look at that. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. So we have an arrow that leads up there, which from the looks of it, will be, wait, an invisible climb? No, really? I would have thought that it would have been like a climb like this or something. Like I'd be able to jump up this and then I would go up here. Actually, wait, did I? Oh, it's just invisible. Okay, this is like straight up like JRPG style uh or like old school platformer secrets where it's just like, oh no, it's just invisible. Oh yeah, I totally would have known that. So as we get to this top here, this is the top of the stairwell. Yeah, the top of the stairwell room. We have this little den for a person. So for the person who is like totally cool with walking on invisible floors, neat. And then what can they do when someone climbs up the stairs? Pop. Headshot. Wouldn't even know it. Or if there's like pop, pop, and they're like, oh no, take cover. No, you ain't taking no cover. All right, so let's climb down. Yeah, very interesting that they opted for that. So it's like maybe somewhere under here is like a privacy screen or something like that, or something invisible that'll take us there. So boop, let's head over to through this secret shelf actually. Yeah. Into this mostly empty hallway aside from the lighting. And then okay, now we're above something here. Ooh, okay, another invisible thing. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so we're above a room that we haven't seen before. But I guess I'll cross over because I can. Boop, boop. Again, very interesting use of the privacy screen here. That takes us to this upper landing with which to look down on the folks, as well as across too. But it looks like we can at least climb our way up normally if we want to get to the other side here. Or we can make our way down. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing behind here, right? Yeah, okay. Just checking. All right, so I'm gonna naturally make my way back down. So I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. And actually that's going across too. I'm gonna backtrack though and head back to where we were before. I just want to make sure I cover my bases and all that. I don't know if you're trying to guide me to every secret room before I get there. So now we're back. So here's the original room. That's the entrance right over there to my right. We're crossing over. So we're back to the outside area. Don't worry too much about changing the lighting. It's all good. So now we're downstairs, back at this room from previously. Again, these glows really good. There's a couple of things going on here. I almost feel like some of the smoke here, I'm not sure if it's from a lava ball or not, because it might be. But I really like how this set piece is being brought together. It kind of has a sort of standalone feel to it because notice how back here we just have like the regular walls and whatnot back there, and it'd be a huge challenge, especially because their budgets are maxed out. You can't really do anything about this. This is just kind of like how it's going to be designed at this point. So as for what's down here behind the shroud, again, lots of like these different glows being set up, followed by door that will lead us to suddenly outside. So now we have like these heavy nature vibes. Actually, we're under a sort of landing here. Lots of big glows once again. Big bonfire in the middle. Let's turn around. Okay, so this whole elevated tent path will lead us right there. But let's explore what's down here first. First off, we have like a little wyvern that's hidden. Again, like these fierce glows. As we go up. Yeah, check that out. Oh, that's neat. This is such a like enchanted fountains. Like that's very, very heavy in this build. And because we're seeing so many variations of it, I feel spoiled. It's such a treat seeing all these different kinds of ways these are put together. So like for those who are like trying to take notes, you know, take stock of how this is all coming together. Big component of these, I'm seeing priest lights from the order hall. I'm seeing moon wells. I am seeing the mirrors that are down there as well, to help to kind of make that glow bounce a little bit. Yeah, really neat. And of course, you know, having plenty of greens that are highlighted to really provide more contrast to these lights. Yeah, pretty much anything that can produce a glow. So like the ochre windows will do it. The Herondar lamps, those can do it as well. So things that can produce like those sorts of glows, great. But they also combine that with like some of the heavy lighting too. I wouldn't be able to really break down the kit bashing because the tome of the Ancient Kings, it totally gets in the way of everything. Like I can't hit anything because it's going to just show the tome every time. So don't mess with anything. You know, definitely just leave it alone if you want to type out like some of the breakdown here. But yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. And honestly, that's kind of the name of the game when it comes to how you want to play with like this sort of like decorative lighting and these sorts of glows. Just grab all the things and then just start smashing stuff together and see what you get. That's the beauty of it. You know, preferably I guess my tip would be like have an initial surface like a big rock or something like that, so that way you can easily, you know, don't put it into the ground because then that'll be a big pain in the butt. Have it all elevated so that way when you start playing with things, you can easily like look at how the orientations are and then manipulate it like later. Yeah, so let's head back. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a rock here. And oh no, I didn't do that climb. There's that tent. Ha! I didn't want to forget that. All right, so we're climbing around the edge here. So we're abandoning any sense of illusion as we're doing this climb, and that's okay. Once we get here, nice pleasant place to sit. One restful spot with which to look down on all that. Nice. Very, very nice work there. Some of the best I've seen. It's really good. All right. But now we're going to do, I believe, this climb, which I'm pretty confident I can do. Because we're going to make our way to that upper level there. See? I can do it. If the cat can do it, I can do it. Let's go. So we're led back to a little bit of a naturey spot. You know, that's being dressed with these rocks. Big old Lordaeron fence. Big fire that happens to be in there. It's almost like where the bodies are taken. Dun dun dun. And then over here, oh wow. Okay, this is really heavy. this is exceptionally heavy. Wow. Wait, there's an arrow? I'm not meant to go in here, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm not meant to go in there. But yeah, this has like strong like oh they did go through. You know, strong portal vibes in here. So it feels like it almost feels like a TV screen, kind of. You know, where we're trying to go through, where we're trying to like see what's going on screen, and like that's the shot. We're just seeing some sort of like portrait over there, but really neat. I would almost say it's a little bit too heavy because it's really bright, and then on top of that, you have the ethereal prison that's creating like the really heavy weather effects. So it kind of washes out all the other effects here. I mean, it's still great. Um, but I feel like there's like so much lighting that I'm kind of blind to like to other things that are happening there. Okay, so I guess I can click my way in and go inside, kind of, sort of. Nope, that's not. No, that's just the bench. So here, hold on. I know sometimes the interact key like is not that friendly. So boop. All right. So now apparently I am. Oh, wait, does this go anywhere? Oh, oh, we're going through. Oh wow, we're going through the mirror. Holy cow. Okay, so this way. Nope, we can do this. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Whew. All right. So through this portal mirror, now it looks like we have a whole nother kind of like house to look at. All right, off to Narnia we go. Narnia, even. And then there looks like there's a thing over there. But first, I want to admire this more of this diorama work. Yeah, this is cool. You know, a bit more minimalist than the previous one we were at, and apparently there's like another secret there. Holy cow! But yeah, nice and clean setup. The lighting here, the lighting here does a great job of again creating this whole contrast, so that way it makes all the greens here pop in a really good way. And over here on this side, I'm just going to go through things that are not secrets and then I'll backtrack. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, this is a sick hot tub. Boop. Okay, it's there's no water, but if there was water, oh, sick. Like it's really like the smoke and the glows. That's what's really like making this pop. So what we have here, okay, a couple things are happening here. So I think those are like bookshelves, plus mirrors, plus glowy lights that are coming down, and then of course like this is also not exactly a light producer, but it's just very bright. Um, I think the Pandoran privacy screens might have worked here too, but you know this works great as a sort of like contrasting color. But yeah, really nice setup that we have here. Notice how, as we get closer and we kind of like look at this from different angles, notice how the angling of the smoke and the glows, they kind of move with us. It's just kind of designed that way. But I noticed too that when I'm back here, it's much more, it feels like more thick when it's like this. Yeah, really neat though. Really, really neat effect. Yeah, between the glows and everything, I think it's so we have some lighting that's coming from here, from what looks like ochre windows behind mirrors. You can see like the yellows that are coming out here. Down here, not so much. It looks like it's just glows, not actual lights, because you don't really see things being illuminated necessarily. Like notice, basically you can see how my character doesn't really change the lighting, but as I get closer here, you do see a little bit of that change from the yellow lights. So neat, really neat though. And then we have a little iPad. That's adorable. All right. And then we had some secrets back there we'll be looking at. Some big furniture right over here. And then this will, okay, let's see how this works. Boop. So now, oh boy. Oh, okay, just a little, that's a little bedroom spot and that's it. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, and even like the little clicky here is very hidden too. So very thoughtful. It's not just like a, behind the scenes and like we're done sort of thing. And then it looks like there's another one down here that will take us out. Cute. All right. And then they're demonstrating that other one over there. Yeah, I gotta turn on UI. Oh, and then now we have a whole transition thing. Okay. So boop. Okay, so that's how I came in. That's how I'll leave later. Yeesh, sheesh, man. Not much back here. This is the unfinished area. Okay. Well, let's see what we got then. We got our TV set up. Great looking cabinet setup. Nice bits of decor to help dress it up. Big old couch. This thing is layered. Big cushions all over the place. Lay down however you like. And then we'll just jog up here. Oh, and then, oh, nice. Cool fireplace setup. Once again, like, going crazy, crazy with the glows and all that. And then back here, mystery. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Did I need to backtrack? Were there hallways that I missed? I'm not sure. Okay, so we're back here again. So this is this is the Narnia. This is the Narnia room. There's a kitchen and bedroom. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I need to backtrack. So boop. Okay, I find it crazy that I'm going through like this too. I thought it was just like a diorama sort of setup. So now, okay, so I'm not out yet. I need to find the thing. Yeah. So where's the thing? Not that one. That's the way inside. The way out. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the whole bench should have worked. Okay, there you go. Yay. All right. We resume the adventure. So I came from up here, and then I climbed down. That was the spot that we're looking at. That's where I was first at. So now we're backtracking again, and I think we're gonna go to my not left. Because that was the entrance. Okay, so we're going through the center. Okay, here we go. Here we go, baby. So, yeah, the window work on here is some of the best that I've seen. Really nice glows. Nice contrast between the yellows and then the purple drapes that are over it to create like something else there. Shelves on that side, and then through here, another kind of hot spring style area. Neat. So again, like lots of variations of the different like rocky spring sort of areas here. You know, between rocks, mirrors, priesty glows, tomes, and all that. Some really cool effects are happening here. Vibes are great. Absolutely great. Friend loves it, so I have to keep it. All right, so let's head into this kitchen spot, including this huge microwave setup. They put a whole, like one of those like not crock pots, one of those La Crusettes or something like that. I forgot what they're called. They put the whole thing in the microwave. Maybe it's not a microwave, but I'm gonna say it's a microwave because it's huge. Dude, you can fit a blood elf in there. You have to crumple them up, but you can fit an elf in there. That's crazy. So, also in the kitchen area, of course, you got your coffee set up, your very, very filled spread of food. Right back here, we'll get to those windows in a bit. Don't worry. Big pantry area. Oh no, more like a fridge. Oh, complete with grills. That's very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Helps to keep the circulation going throughout the whole fridge. Well done there. So your working table followed by pantry. Nice and stocked. Once again, big glows that are coming out of this window. It's going to melt that cake, unfortunately. So, like, yo, you better eat that thing quick. No problem over here. Then here, we're not outside, are we? No, it doesn't look like an outside area, but yeah, awesome shelf that's back here. That's, you know, it's like just serving as like the kitchen sink kind of, but it's just really, really pretty and with easy parts. You know, you just have your bar shelves, your sturdy shelves back there. You have the doorway that's serving as like additional dressing, one more bar shelf, and then greens, and then you just fill out the stuff inside. Notice how they put in like a few lights in there to illuminate the contents. So nice and easy. Over here, another super kit bash thing. This time we got Gilman walls to help kick things off. Got big meats going. Right on. And the gas just got turned off. That's kind of scary. That's the boss that did that. Otherwise, that would be really scary. So there's that. And now let's pan it over here into, oh, there's even another kind of like a oven. Oh, but this one's being powered by arcane stuff. That's a toaster oven, you're saying. Nice. And then back here, one big trunk for a dude, there's 4 dead bodies. That is 100% 4 dead bodies. Who has a freezer like this? Who that doesn't store lots of people? Cold storage for all them gnomes to start. Sheesh. All right, so let's progress here. And what do we have? Oh wait, okay, that's an unusual number of pillows. It's a pillow fort. And what do we have in this pillow fort? One restful spot. You know, this kind of brings back a little bit of childhood memory of like wanting to like make like one of those blanket forts and all that inside the house. Those are always fun. And they went all out. They went all out. That is a base. Oh man. All right. So there's a climb that leads up, and we'll go there later. Let's go here first. Kind of curious. Because as we go in here, we hit the washroom. Nice. Great kit bashing there. Yeah, we're using some Draenei tables as the base here. Of course, you have your door. Things are running. Ah, front loader for the dryer. Or one of these, yeah. And then out here, a pond. Just a pond. All right, so let's go around, and I think we're going to head upstairs now. All right, so climb, climb, climb. That was from stuff from before. We reached the top of this, and the mystery. Dun dun dun. All right. I think I'm still not done yet though, right? Because I don't think I saw a. Oh wait, check it out. Oh, that's Darlin. Check this out. It's an no, this is a downstairs aquarium sort of setup. Sweet. Oops, there you go. Very sweet. All right. Wait, was there something that I saw here? Okay, that was this little acorn looking thing. Okay. otherwise, what's down here, what looks like at the very bottom, it looks like maybe a drape that's being used as the, that floor texture there. Really good. It has that whole kind of sandy look to it. Yeah, actually, yeah, you could see like that part of the curtain there that doesn't happen to be illuminated. That kind of gives it away. But yeah, this texture here, great. All right, so where was that? Was there another spot? Not there. Okay, I think they're going to lead me to the last spot. Ah, one more secret that had no arrow. So through here, we navigate through some greens, make our way through. Boop, 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 boop. And once again, dark vibes as we go in here. It's like dark but bright at the same time. Yeah, once again, great, great window setup. And I think this is meant to be the boss's room. And here's where they go night-night. Right next. How do you sleep in this? Wow. I mean, one, it's very pretty. But I guess you get used to it, you know? You're gonna be chilling here. You have this sort of like ambient noise constantly going, and then that'll help to kind of like rock you to sleep, sort of. Lots of fountain work happening back here. The way that these glows and smoke dance together, really, really good stuff. Really, really good. Thanks for showing me your place, dude. Oh, and now it's midnight it up, baby. Sexy. Very sexy. The humidity, though. No kidding. That would be hilarious if, like, on the side, you just had, like, these big fans, constantly going. Yeah. Awesome. Fans and then buckets right below it, sucking up all that moisture and everything. Really sick vibes, though. Awesome. Yeah, some of the best. It's thanks to the glows. It really does a number to help sell the illusion, like pretty much anywhere. Yeah, it adds a whole lot. So, very, very good. All right. Let's see. We're going to Rianne's place now. And we're going to the best plot in Founders, baby. Woo woo. Sorry if it's no, don't worry about it. I mean, you were there to guide me, so I appreciate that. Like I know my thing is if it doesn't have to be a secret, no need to make it a secret. Just kind of like let things be its own thing. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. We'll get to branding. Nice. Nice. All right, folks, this is Rianne's place. Roven founders in the best plots ever. There is not the boss. Yeah, that is just a potential stalker who's casing the place. What are they doing? Where are they going? Shenanigans, perhaps? Or they'll just keep going. Yeah, I think they'll just keep going. So let's go in through this entrance here. All right. And we'll admire the work being done. I mean, there's the signage there. It's a welcome sign. Appreciate that. So paving stones help guide us to the front and also around the lot. Before that, we have one nice place to sit. These are kind of new benches, by the way. A new style bench that we have now. It's a big bench. It's been embiggened because I clearly don't fit on it very well. Either that or it's just made like that, and that'll make me mad. But nice big bench. Greens all around the place. Notice how these are like planted greens, the way I'm looking at it. They're not naturally grown here because we have this very wide variety of greens being set up. Just brup, brup, brup. Oh, they're straight up. Wow, they just think that this is a whole community dock. Okay. It was the gnome that did the work, and they planted all this stuff. Like, they crawled out of their house, which is the well here. Crawled out of the house, planted the stuff. So they're being very generous caretakers. Appreciate that. Around here, a couple more greens, and then okay, they've really dolled up that cherry tree. We'll take a closer look at that in just a second. First off, let's go up in this gazebo. Have ourselves a seat. Relax a little bit outside of the rain. But yeah, let's take a look at this thing. This thing is heavily dressed. Because you have your cherry tree plus fountain. And then you have it surrounded by hostas, lots of other greens that are growing around it. I almost want to say, yo, why did you have it up back here? You should have it like close to the front so that everyone can admire the work. It's great work. Nice. All right. Back here, some more dressing. So they did successfully like dress like the entirety of the whole surrounding area with the available budget. So great job there. And I think we're ready to head on inside. But not really. Why is there a lot of micro stuttering happening? That's annoying. It might be because I'm outside, but I think I'll just turn almost everything off. I should probably do this for yeah, I didn't even set my profile right. So let me just turn on plumber and Blizz move, and I think that's all I need. Budget was maxed. Nice. Okay, so let me change this and move, or change my profile. I don't, yeah, because I never did that. And then I'll also use something Blizz had tweaks. That's what gives me the invisible stuff. The fading bars. All right, so I think that should be good. All right, sorry, I gotta check for stutters again. I think we're good now. Yeah, I don't know if it was because I was outside or whatnot. I was just like, yeah, I run a lot of add-ons. It's a lot of background stuff. So, but I think I'm good now. I'll have to study that later. It didn't feel like it was sacrificing, or it didn't feel like it was affecting the rest of the stream quality or anything like that, but it started to suddenly bother me, like just at that moment. But let's head inside. Your name's, I know. It's a very darling. All right, so the notes here say it is a cozy beginner warband home. It's a work in progress. Budget's also kind of low. It's only at like 2050 out of 2360. And so we're kind of coming at it with this sort of energy. This is a beginner's home. So we'll see how, I mean, already I'm seeing lots of careful work done. So it's, I'm seeing lots of evidence of, for what we have, we're going to make it work. Instead of going out to buy like, a bajillion statues and all that, they went ahead and worked with the available budgets as well as what they have available from founders. And I think we're up for looking at a pretty pleasant place. So as soon as we come in here, we can hang our cloak, right? Perhaps lay down our weapons, wipe our feet a little bit, and head on inside. We have places for Puppy to sit. I don't know if this is intended, but I like that it is a suspended cushion with which I can have like as a neck rest. Up top here, nice big window setting for us to just kind of like lay back, chill, have some drinks, a couple snacks, read our booksies, and still have a view of like everyone who's hanging out here. Fireplace is there to just like kind of keep us warm, but we have like big seats, as you can see here. Big seats where we can like hang out, have ourselves some tea and all that. All right, so great stuff on the flower arrangements. Very difficult to do. I want to point that out now. Like it's even later on, as you master housing and all that stuff, this is still like kind of cumbersome. Trying to get the things to be lined up like just the way you want, and all that. So it's always an achievement whenever you can pull off a good flower pot. So great job with that. So some work being done out here, and then we'll transition over to the dining room. So here we are. Big spread. Food is out. Wine is ready to be. Actually, wine has been served, and they've been doing some work here too. They've been getting some. They've been getting some stuff from the Dracthyr Endeavors, among other places, to help to create this illusion of having lived in sorts of builds instead of just, hey, here's the food out, or hey, let's just have the empty table. So it kind of tells the story of this place being populated. There are folks here. They're eating. They're noshing on stuff. They're chatting. One person's like, "Yo, why don't you keep your food off the table?" "But mom, the plates are like way too small." It's like, well, you gotta be really dainty about it. That is rude. Don't say that out loud, right? But yeah, cool stuff with the dining room. And then once we're done, because dude, these are like big old things of meat. This is where you crash out, either up here on the bench or just right there on the rug because it's a little bit softer. It's all good. But from here, because this is kind of a transition room, we're invited to go that way, or that way, or that way. But the kitchen is usually the choice to make because then we can like backtrack from here, nice and easy. Very, very spacious, very safe choice when first putting the house together. And then later on, when you decide to, hey, let's do a new kitchen, or let's like rethink how to do this kitchen. That's when a more novice builder will want to ask themselves, okay, do I need this much room? Do I need this small sized room, or can I deal with an even tinier room? Or can I carve this dude out and make like, okay, here's a kitchen area, but then here's like this expanded pantry area? Because notice how we have like this more casual dining area. Like this is for guests and all that, right? This is when we got to pull out the fine china and all that stuff. But for the day to day, boom, we just have our stuff here. But yeah, the question to ask themselves is, okay, maybe we can, instead of the fireplace, maybe we can carve out a room and we could have like this nice beefy pantry sort of setup. That could be a thing. Maybe we can have like a whole kitchen countertop. This is a great start. What can we do like the next time? And so what we have here is great. Don't get me wrong. But it's always fun to think of the future as well, and like what we'd be capable of. So this is like a really neat idea where you have, instead of like setting up like the cabinets and all that stuff to have the illusion of having like this sort of like flat shelf, a great start would be just like slamming a door right on here, and boom, here's your illusion of having like these cabinets set up, and then you can build from there. You know, Sometimes laying things down will start to inspire more ideas, even if functionally, like you open these up and it's like, oh, there's nothing there. But then you start to just kind of look at it for a while and be like, okay, here's something that I can maybe try to do. Experimentation is like part of the joy of housing, because you can just mess around with things, and then if it's not great, then you just undo it and you try it again. As for what we have up top here, though, great spread, coffee, can't go wrong with that. Coffee, drinks, more coffee. Look at it, it's even on a warmer. That's very thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful. Not all the time do you have a French press that's very friendly with warmers. Some of them, because a lot of them they just have a glass bottom. They don't have like a firm base like this one does. Because if you happen to put it on too hot of a surface, then you start running the risk of like cracking the contents, or I'm sorry, you crack the glass that's beneath, and then it's all bad. So That's why I have one that's made of straight metal. So I don't have to worry about that. And if I want to, I can put it on the burner. So little things like that are what I'll pay attention to if I catch it at least. I'm not perfect. So let's return to the nice room. And then we can go that way. We can go that. Well, let's go this way and see where this takes us. So now we have a sort of like working room, sort of a library room. Nice mess that we have here. It's a thoughtful mess. Controlled chaos. There are lots of ways we can, call that. Yeah, very spacious right up here. And again, as you're accruing more stuff, that again, it's what's going to inspire being like, okay, maybe I can close this off and like make something else out of it. You know, we've seen lots and lots of variations of what people can do with it. But I think what I admire right now is the flower work. It's a lot of greens that they picked up, including my favorite lilies. Really nice. And again, the story that we have here is, you know, they just love that burst of color. You know, it's a whenever you see things that are like usually the same color, it has that whole natural feel to it. Or if they wanted to set it like that, that could be the story as well. But whenever I see a very, you know, not random, but a very wide variety of colors, that has that whole flower arrangement sort of thing. It's like, okay, this is just what they like. So we get up here, we have some more workstations being set up. Over here, chaos. Oh no, puppy. Oh no. Oh, dude, they are all getting damn. Look at the Stuffles do like dual fisting. He's like, yo, let's go. Oh man. From the bottle and the sign all at once. They are lit. Now this is fun. Oh no, the Snuffles is well, okay. How the hell did he get inside? Oh no. You know, I tell my wife, like, you know, someday we'll get a puppy again. And I'm like, oh, what if we had like 5 of them, babe? Let's get 5 puppies. And she's like, you want to clean up 5 poops? Or you want to clean up 5 messes if they all get rowdy? And then I see stuff like this, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Just absolute chaos happening in this spot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me try to get a good shot here. Nice. And then in this spot, oh, okay, I like this. A very modest bedroom. Very cool. All the things we need. Boom, boom. We lay down, we rest, we got our pillows, we got our lighting and everything, and we're good. Cool. We still have another side though. We still have one more wing to check out over here. So yeah, that's where the boss and all the puppies like to hang out. I dig that. And then down here through this hallway, you know, we're passing by some evidence of you know, doing other midnight activities, different zone work and all that. Great stuff with the theme, by the way. Using the cheap dye. I should point. I'm pretty sure this is the least expensive dye that's on the market right now. So, hey, smart move. And it adds a lot of pop and personality to the build too. And so here we have a second bedroom of sorts. Now this one's a bit more social. You know, places for guests to hang out, or maybe not exactly a bedroom, but more just like a hangout spot plus place for people to sleep if they want to. So, because I mean, there's a lot of food and all that, and so I guess people are just kind of crashing all over the place through here when they want to rest. So let's walk by. And we enter the walk-in bathroom. So beyond this area is like the boss's territory, right? This is their private spots. They got their toilet. They got that set up. We stand on this toilet. All right. We don't sit on this thing. This is a true Warcraft toilet. Over here, oh nice. Nice. They made this setup so that way they can enjoy their wine as they're bathing, listening to podcasts or what have you. When they're done, they get themselves rinsed off a bit, wash up, and good to go. Oh, or they get ready for bed. So here's the proper bedroom. Here's where the boss really stays. So now we have like this nice silver moon red representing this room. We sit, can enjoy ourselves, put down our wine if we had any on us, enjoy some of the views outside, and otherwise, off to night night we go. Boop. Very pleasant. Very nice start to this build. Yeah, great place. This is very cool. You know, don't underestimate the stuff that comes from founders, man. Like you can do some really, really cool stuff with it. And also don't underestimate just how things are if you just lay them down, you know, with minimal kit bashing. I mean, that's not even happening here. They did a great job of placing objects, giving it that feel of being present in the build, making it feel like it's like part of what's going on here, telling brief stories and descriptions about themselves, or at least their characters, of their habits and what they do. Great stuff with the puppies too. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, thanks for showing us your place. Appreciate it. Yeah, like pretty much in every build, you see a little bit of, you know, you see that the players like efforts and love that go into this sort of expression. It's going to be very interesting in a few short months when blueprints become a thing, and we'll have people that are sharing their builds, and then people will start picking them up and applying them into their own houses, or they'll just have like the pre-built house, and from there they can either furnish it themselves, or they'll just enjoy what they have. So it'll be interesting to see um, how all that ends up landing. All right, we're actually pretty good on time. We're heading to place number 6 too. Yay! We're heading to Blossom's place in just a second. Oh, I didn't even check for news, man. Let's see, better friend list. Was there news? Nope. Cool. Were there messages? Not yet. All right. Number 13. All right. People are asking about signups. Okay. Are signups full already? Great question. Let's see. Yes, they are full. Let me double check that it filled up properly. Yep, it's full. Okay, now I'm noticing something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, we're really walking the line. I'm gonna have to double check. So it's full right now. But I'll need to go through and double check if these if because there are 8 people who are repeats, not repeats, but are returnees, as in they have signed up before. So I just need to make sure that the 30-day rule is being followed, because I asked people to have a cooling off period of 30 days between visits, even if they have like 2 houses or whatnot, and they're really dying to show me. I still ask for like 30 days. That way we leave room for new people. So 8 people are new, first time visitors, and I want to make sure that we have that healthy flow. If things get weird, then I'm gonna have to respond to that. Like, for example, I might need to increase the cooldown from 30 days to 40 days or something like that. Um, but that's very important. I wanna make sure that it's not just the same people that we're constantly seeing. Now there are exceptions. Um, the one major exception, aside from me just kind of doing it out of whim. Hi, Blossom. The one exception, well, aside from me doing that as whim, is if you're doing a group visit. So, for example, like the Waukeya group, like we had them like just a little bit ago, and like that's separate because I do like this whole long reservation process and all that. It's pretty involved. Um, so that's how that works. Um, but yes, signups are full. But I will review these. Um, I will review these later today, and I'll double check that the dates are good because yeah, it's a lot of people. All right. Invite me. I have a macro about the home. You can. I mean, you can. Oh, I guess I'll invite you. Um, okay, I can't invite you because you're technically offline. Can I invite you like here? No, because you're a night elf. Okay, that sucks. Well, yeah, that's weird. Oh, I think it's because you're technically offline. Because I can't invite you. That's lame. Yeah. Okay, bills are a different breed. They have some crazy stuff, for sure. If you want to just copy paste what you got to like my BattleNet, that's fine. All right, cool. All right. But first, let's do what I usually do. All right, folks, this is Blossom's Place. We're over. Oh, they are on me. We are we're over in Founders, and we have like this whole tower looking guy over here. That's really neat looking. I didn't realize that oh, it's the tree that just makes it look like way taller than it normally is. Okay, I totally get that. There's one Founders visitor over there. I guess they're just leaving the place. A happy customer of whatever this is. And it looks so the front door looks like it's behind us. So we're gonna kind of like path our way through uh these two openings here. Now, let's see what we have here. So, welcome to the Four Seasons, says the boss. A treant grove dwelling. Please look up upon entering. Each tree has been made with love. There's one hidden area. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, they have a moo cow with them. What? How did? Oh, they mind controlled a cow. Ah, that's hella funny. All right, so let's go right through these two paths, right? So we go through and then we turn around to reveal. Oh, it's a bear creature. Oh, that's dope. That's cool. That's hella neat, dude. It's a bear. I mean, this part's like one thing, but then, oh, dude, the work that went into the paving stones, the big old claws that are coming out of here, that's sick. So it's like the ultimate bearskin rug of sorts, but it's also got Mickey Mouse ears, which makes it a teddy bear. That's sick. That's really cool. Now, notice here on these flanking sides, we have different sorts of dressing right up here. We have big greens right over on this side here, and greens that are lining up all along this path. And on the other side, rocky stuff. You even have like this kind of like mountain illusion. That's cool. So you have like you have that. You have what feels like water that's running down from, okay, here's where the sun's been shining, and so all the ice is melting, or it's like a big river, sort of thing. That's cool. Yeah, really neat layout so far. Love it, love it. The colors pop and the shaping. Ah, so good, so good. All right, let's head on inside. Water. Whoa, okay. Oh, they are giddy. They are giddy with excitement. Oh man. All right, so as soon as we come in, we have this very naturey feel. Tight space as we come in. Okay, not super tight, but pretty darn tight on the camera work. Let's turn around a bit. We're portaled in. Now, this is more like Emerald Dream portal than Legion Fell portal. Just want to point that out. But as we're let in, we're going through a number of these Niffin arches. But it's also, notice how it's being kind of like drawn in with these big acacias. So, like, between this and arches, a very natural look as we first enter. And once we enter this room, we're outside, kind of. We're kind of outside. Aside from like this trim here that is just acting as a sort of kind of roof or so, let's pretend it's nighttime. Let's pretend that the stars are out. We can enjoy ourselves under the glow of the moonlight or the glow of the stars. Even up ahead, really neat setup. Very, very interesting. Because check it out. I'll pan back a little bit. We have these big Herondar greens. These are big gazebos that are kind of like sticking their way in, um, flanking this very mysterious portal, which I'm not quite sure what this is made out of. A tent. Ah, it's the really the bottom of a tent. Ah, this is the first time that that I've seen the bottom of the tent being used in such a way. Very creative. That is very creative. That's a first. Well done with that. So we can go that way, and we can go that way. And I don't know if this is meant to be a thing we can go through, actually. Let's see. No. Okay, cool. But yeah, notice how we have, like, again, these greens are filling up the space, like, all over the place. Like, there's no ground in sight to see. So, gazebo, arch, greens, acacias, gazebo. We're seeing repeats of this. The semblance of a house is just barely peeking through. No floors. We just have like big rock with what feels like moss growing on top of it. Yeah, the mushroom gazebo walls, they're sick. They're sick. So let's go this way first because it's left. That's like the rule. So we're walking through. Notice how we're going through. What kind of floors are these? Rugs? Yeah. Going through these rugs here. Climbing over these trees. Very thoughtful with those rises. And then we make our way. Oh, not outside. We are still indoors. We just happen to be in in like a stairwell room. Oh, neat. I was fooled. Oh, wow. Really great naturey spot. But it looks like we have the option to go into like one of these two buildings. There's one over there, and there's one on this side too. Great dressing. Love the way that these glows are just like popping really hard. It's dressing over this side. It makes us kind of like this very natural looking shape here. That's nice. That's really nice. Over on the other end, we have a shot like this. And then back here, we also have this transition. So for not being an outdoor room, it's being treated like one. So you have like all this illusion work being done between the rocks, between the huge acacias, and other trees, and of course the greens that are back here too, to kind of like you know, sell this idea. So we're gonna go through here first. Once again, heavy nature themes. We have the edges of these Herondar greens, you know, kind of side by side to create this sort of like river that we're going through. A river that is being guided by doors. It's like, damn, dude, hey, if you're fine with that, it's all good. We have like these lots of shop greens as well that are helping to line our way through. But let's keep going. And now, holy, oh wow, damn. Okay, holy smokes, that is that. Wow, that's some big old tree. Hey, 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 you know, he's like, hey, what's up, guys? Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Except for the dandruff, because now this all this pink stuff feels a bit more gross because that's his hair, and then it's all coming down. It's like it's dandruff, and he's like, "No, it's not dandruff. They're leaves." I'm like, "Yeah, that's big dandruff," but no. Now I need to convince myself out of it. But wow, that's so neat. So check it. Yeah, I can't even. Well, let's start. I suppose. So I think we have like drapes that are using like, yeah, drapes for the eyes. Inside you have, okay, so we have a dark rug that's acting as like the back of the eyes. Plus of course like the void fountain. What is this here? Okay, that's it's been flipped. Yeah, like there we go. It's something like this. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. He's got like such a, it's such a big honker. Merp, merp. Oh, let's see if I can climb up that thing in just a bit. But first, let's admire like the stuff down here as well. All right, this guy likes the purple kush, dude. I had a feeling that dude, this guy looks like he's lit. He's he's so high on life. All right, so let's go around here. Yeah, heavy greens, plus rocks that are serving as like the foundation for this dude whose name is uh, uh, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff the. Oh, there's a window up there. Jeff the tree. Okay, I don't think I can like really do a big climb here. Oh, no, I should be able to. Actually, even the boss is having trouble. Okay, so we get up here, and now we can do this climb up here. That's neat. Because like there's more. There's more to Jeff. So we go up and higher. Oh wow. And higher still. And then we have a bed on top of Jeff's head. Nice. Slightly abusive towards Jeff, but it's not like he can do anything. So here we go. A nice, cool place to hang. Hey, buddy. Fred seems fitting. It took me a while too to bring that together, huh? But yeah, really neat. Uh, pathing up here. So creative way of filling up more space. I mean, getting up here, it's like dedication to, hey, we're gonna add this much more budget, and everything. Is it Jeff or it's a Geoffey, Jeff? So yeah, wow. Okay, I gotta go back here and like look at more of the breakdown here. Okay, so there are like coffin things back here. From here you have these trees that kind of act as that sort of act as roots, kind of. And then of course you have lots of cherry trees. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot. There's just so much that goes back there. So funny enough, the shaping is great, but the build itself, it's not like super. It's complex, but it's not a lot of pieces. Far fewer than I thought. Because there you have like some of the big pieces, these coffin lids that are being used to shape the mouth and everything, plus the perspective. You also have okay, those statues there that are kind of peeking through. But then otherwise you have like eyes, eyelids, hair, hair, dreadlocks, I'm not sure. That all come together. That's neat. That's really, really neat. Love how all this comes together. And but also what's in here? What is in this spot? So we're going under this gazebo, and through this door is more. So we enter another gazebo, and here, oh, it's a little gnome, a gnome city kind of thing. Nice. Notice how things are like super smalled up, right? Here's like it's like a Smurf village almost. So here they are, they're chilling, they're doing their thing. They're probably ready to like jump me if if I start showing any evidence of violence. They have a little shopkeeper and everything too. Here's the lookout. Multiple lookouts. Oh, what a charming, charming spot. Yeah, fantastic, dude. Fantastic. And this freaking face. that's amazing, dude. That is amazing. The ideas that I have for Project House, like I'm not gonna talk about this next idea that I have. I'm just gonna show it to you when it's done, and then you guys will just like cringe. Be like, wow, I can't believe you did that. But what we're seeing here, just this masterful, masterful creativity. Loving how all these colors are blending together as well. So like for example, like this hallway, oh, really good. You know, we have like these very subtle browns and yellows and oranges that kind of come together. Little sprinkles of blue every now and then. But we have like this. Oh, we have another one. Oh wow! Oh, so good, dude. And then we also, again, we have that climb that leads up to another spot. Yeah, this is crazy, dude. Crazy. So those are Mechagon lights, right? I can't really click through because there are things in the way, I think. But yeah, they look like Mechagon lights. Because are they like shining out? They are shining out. Yeah, those are Mechagon lights. Um, they're fighting. Dueling trees. Oh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Okay, okay, we got something with this. So, so that was Jeff. You know, Geoffey, just Jeff. And then this is Bill. But yeah, Jeff and Bill, they're fighting. What are they fighting for, though? We'll have to see. Oh, I know why they're fighting. One person was talking smack about the other's hair. So Bill was like, "Yo, you got to do something about that dandruff problem." He's like, "What? What'd you say? Look at you. Your hair is all graying out." It's like it's not gray. It's like autumn orange. And it's like, "Yeah, they're all dead. You gotta, you're pretty much bald." So that's how it started. That's how it started. Dandruff problem over on that side. Bald denial over on this side. You got to admit, it's kind of weird having like pretty much dead hair that's just kind of hanging off your chin too. You know what I mean? But I'm sure these dudes are, they're probably pretty pissed at each other. We've been friends for 7,000 years and all that stuff, and now and now it's come to this. Maybe we were never that kind of friend after all. Ah, your hair sucks on. So I'll come up there in just a bit. But first, let's see what's in here. Oh, wow. We have this crazy flower setup. And bees. Giant bees. Oh. So that's okay. So that's how they enact violence. This dude sends the bees. That Jeff sends the gnomes. And so I should expect, once the budget allows for it, that middle area, bees versus gnomes in like Mortal Kombat. I want to see fireballs being thrown. I want to see catapults. I want to see like laser beams and all that stuff. Gnomes versus bees. The battle for nature something something. Yeah. Sick. Yeah, what a crazy setup here. That's a lot of cushions, man. That is a lot of cushions. Crazy. They even have somewhere in there's like a little rotating mechagon light just so they can like show off. You can see how it's showing off like some of the reflections here. That's neat. All right, so let's back up some. And now we begin the climb. Okay, these fences are sick. I like these. I'm really digging these Founders Point fences. Solid colors you can get from dyeing them. And that's like kind of the whole thing, the fact you can dye them. So we're climbing up, and here's a place where you can like chill, have a smoke, because you got to be contemplating like what kind of things are happening with these two treant dudes. So here, I think we're climbing down and then up again. No, I'm gonna fall. Crap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I made the worst move I could possibly make, didn't I? Yes, I did. Curses. All right. And so ends our adventure. Darn. Yes. Now I'm going to be harvested by the bees, and I will help fuel their war machine. One day I log in, my disembodied soul is get it soul. It's like inside like one of the little cocoon parts of the hive. Yeah. Brutality is happening there. All right. So, let's try approaching from the other end. Actually, no, I won't be able to push from the other end. I'm going to try that climb again and see if second time's the charm. So we'll go up and up and up. So I'm going to go here. And I want to climb up. Yes! Oh, God, I'm so good at this game. All right. And that's it. Okay. So we made it up. But can I climb higher? Is there more to explore? Okay, there does not appear to be. Okay, cool. And then, so I'm going to climb down the other end because it's fun. And we made it. Yay. All right. All right, so bees versus gnomes, right? Bees versus gnomes. Troops come out from either end, and here's where they do battle, right? So, like I said, like I imagine here is like just bloody murder happening in this spot. These mounds of dirt, it's not just dirt, it's dead bodies. Because of course, when the gnomes, the bees are killed, their nutrients return to the earth. We go back, something, that's the cycle, right? But who's gonna win? Jeff or Bill? Bill or Jeff? Let's check out the other one now. Once again, very, very heavy nature themed hallway. As we cross this threshold and into, once again, a outdoor, not outdoor spot. So now it's nighttime. Ah, good vibes, dude. Really good vibes here. But also, oh, interesting. Icy stuff is happening that way. So bees on one side, gnomes on the other side, icy stuff here, maybe. And then naturey things. Dude, love the theme here, by the way. I'm expecting two more giant trees and more cool stuff. All right, so no corpses, not yet. Let's go. Let's go. Four seasons. That is brilliant. I did not think of that at all. So what are we walking into here? Um, Summer, maybe. Yeah, yeah, maybe summer. Not sure. So we walk through. Now, notice we walk through a whole bunch of these. Not a whole bunch, actually. Precisely two of these stables. As we're going through this kind of natural uh, climb and dip and dip and climb. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is the battle of the seasons. This dude is like, for the Legion, and we're like, what, for real? He's like, heck yeah, dude, Legion, Legion. So this dude is gonna win. I better see freaking Infernals. Right in there, that'd be sick. Oh, then we know that he won. I want to see like Legion floors right down there too. So what's happening here? Here, someone is, oh, it's the boss. So I think we know whose side that they're on. Maybe because see them eyes, see them fell green eyes. Oh yeah, yeah. I think we know what's going on. I think we have a good bit of bias happening here. Oh, that's crazy. Really awesome stuff. And again, what's cool is that constructing this, it's really going through the budget, but it's not that much budget, so you can really afford to have like these grand presentations here. Oh, that's sick. It demonstrates this great creativity, but also being able to work that budget, make that work for you. All right, so let's see what we have in here. We have not Legion stuff. Darn. You know why? Because they're already deployed. Yep, big copium right here. So Legion's ready to leave, and in the meantime, we're just here to kind of like contemplate like how the battle's gonna go, knowing that we really like put our thumb on the scales here, and come on, trees ain't got no chance against the burning Legion. We saw what happened before. Actually, never mind what happened before. This is gonna be different. Legion's going to come out on top this time. Mm-hmm. Ain't no heroes going to come save him. Not this time around, because it's just the trees that are here to defend themselves. And one among them is a traitor. So, sorry, Azeroth, you're in for it now. For Legion, woohoo! All right, so let's see if we can climb here. Looks like I might be able to, maybe, kinda. No, it actually looks like it is not meant to be climbed this time. Or can it? So I climb up here, I go up here, and okay, nope, not going back there. Okay, but I tried. And I made it out. So we're good. We're good. All right. So if that was Legion stuff, I'm almost hoping for like Lich King stuff. Oh, that'd be sick. Dude, that means like the people on that side, the treants on that side, they're just those are the casuals, right? They're just like, oh, gnomes versus bees. Yeah, we're gonna go at it. This dude's employing world-ending stuff, right? Like these guys are this side might be the really serious folk. So let's go through. It's wintry. Got it. Like that. And then we go up and we see. Oh, yeah. These are some fierce. Oh, that looks really good, though. Oh, that's sick. Wow. What a neat crown. Oh, I love that. Aesthetic wise, I think this one is arguably the winner. If this battle was actually just a fashion show, I think this one would win. Tons of night phase stuff here. And with this, between this and the kind of perspective check that we're getting, because you see like it look like these are like different sizes, it looks so good like this. It looks really good. Check out how the moon just kind of lines up almost perfectly with that. Ah, they made it just for that shot. Just for that shot. Awesome. Awesome. And a snowman. It's the Lich King. Yes, they built the Lich. Look at that. That power of nature. They built the Lich King. And so the Lich King will march off against the Infernals. Yeah, like I said, serious stuff happened in this war. You know, they pulled all their energy into powering up this golem, this beast, right? You can see the resemblance here. You know, it's just missing Frostmourne. Where's Frostmourne at? Maybe it's down there. Yeah, so we're going to get there. So here we go. Let's go into Santa's workshop. Because they got Santa on their side too. Oh, if I can go. Okay, there we go. So here's where Santa sleeps. But Santa's not here. You know why? He's off to battle. Sick. Yeah, Santa's no joke either. He's like killing bears and everything. Yeah, so he'll bring dudes down. I think he's going to be like a good asset in the battle for the seasons. And as for up here, yeah, that crown, sick, so good. Oh, okay. Oh, it's getting cooler. Oh, neat. So creative, dude. That's so neat how all that comes together. So here's the Lich King's hot tub. Now, why does the Lich King have a hot tub? And you'd figure if the Lich King, who's out there, by the way, he waddles over, hops in, melts. You know, so what gives? You know, I bet you, when Lich King comes in, sits in there, doesn't melt, and he's like, dude, that's how much of a badass I am. He's just like, you know, he's just like kind of clenching his icy butt cheeks together, doesn't melt, just to kind of show off how tough he is. Very nice. Very, very nice. Exactly. The Lich King would freeze the water, then becomes like, okay, now it's his turn. Sick. I'm such a dork. And it looks like we can attempt to climb. Attempt. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, nothing behind it. So kind of interesting that the other builds had like a little something to climb up. Here, not as, I mean, you can technically do it, but then you're not really going anywhere with these two, at least. But I'd say aesthetically, yeah. Personally, I think this one's my winner. I really like how between the lighting, which is natural light right now, between the lighting, just the way that this pattern works out, I think this one happens to be my favorite. Really, really good. And again, similar kind of structures. The difference lie with mostly like how the crown looks, and I think this one really takes it. Ah, so cool, so cool. And I think we've seen all the rooms. Fantastic. This is great. I can see how it's maxed out. Like lots and lots of little details here that really make this room pop. Or really make the house pop. So I am pretty sure I've seen everything. So thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Look how lopsided the hair is over there. So I think I think he's in denial. He doesn't want to cut it off because he knows that it's just gonna like fall off like that. But he's got too much pride. Way too much pride. Just he he looks so blazed up. That's good. That is amazing. All right. So thanks to everyone who showed me their plays today. Amazing. I want to take some of the things that we talked about like, what to do about like, recaps and all that stuff and see how all that comes together. There's no way I'll be able to play catch up. As much I would love to play catch up, but I know that's one of the big challenges too, because like I'm like what 7 months behind, 8 months behind, and I won't be able to do those kinds of recaps. But I'll see what I can like start putting together. But in the meantime, again, thanks to everyone who had signed up to show me their places. Of course, thanks to you, the audience, for joining alongside me with the exploration. Um, and also thanks to Talias and Nevitel for rating the channel. I really appreciate that. Last couple thanks go to Ravens. Thanks for gifting. Joggin, thank you for the bits. House, notice you're embracing the housing. Got super lucky and managed to win up in Ashes. Nice, grats. Also, thanks to Ratha and to Bronald for their Prime subs. I really appreciate it. And tomorrow we'll be doing more. So we got 6 more folks that we'll be checking out both tomorrow and Thursday. But for now, off I go. You guys have a fantastic rest of the day. May your loots be merry. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy.